Ég sigrum haf úvíst. Fjari út. Gangandi til at morgen fundi, en som hluti skuldu uvíst vera. Fjær gildrad. Istad vera en alt fjær hovdom. Ég skulle skæra væfnatin. Miklu rætiligo kongo varfarinna att stort var Ragnarok. Alle var ligga vid. It äsi ogolig, häfelig. Och i Vestribyggd. Nightmare at Vestribyggd.
Hello and welcome everybody to Nightmare at Vestribyggd. We are here with our second episode and our second group. How exciting. So we're gonna go around, we're just gonna say a quick little who we are and just a tiny little bit of who you're playing, because we will be meeting all of these fine characters in-game. But I do want to introduce our lovely players, starting with Trooper SJP. Trooper, how are you today?
Hello, I am Trooper SJP, and I am happy to be here because I have been assured that this is a game of plucky underdogs, the tax evaders, resisting the evil overlords of the tax collectors, and that is all that is happening in this game, despite what the credits might make it seem like.
Yeah, don't pay attention. Mm-hmm. Don't pay attention to those. That's. Don't worry about the intro. That's for the audience. It's for the audience.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Someone who has an audience is Lydia. How are you today?
I do have an audience. It usually doesn't end in death and destruction when I'm doing tours, but maybe I can switch it up sometimes. And yeah. Hi everyone. Yes, blast from the past. I haven't streamed in tons of years, but I'm here. I'm back. And I'm looking forward to finding out what will happen eventually, how we die. I mean, I'm Halfdis. I'm Benedict's twin sister.
Oh.
And I think this is just a wholesome family situation overall. That's what we're going to do here, right?
Yeah. Speaking of wholesome family situation, we have Allison Humbledore. How are you today?
Mother.
I'm good. I'm tired, but I'm playing a mum of 6, so it's okay to be tired.
Authentic.
Like my lovely daughter Halfdis / Lydia, I have not streamed since the pandemic, which is not a word I expected to say today, but I just realised. So hello, it's nice to be back. I'm dreading and looking forward to this game.
Wonderful. Someone who always dreads and looks forward to my Call of Cthulhu games since he was in my first one. HollowTale, Steve, how are you?
I'm great. I'm always happy to be in your games. I'm looking forward to dying or not in this one, but I'm sure this session, hopefully we won't die. Looking forward to, being a wholesome family. I'm not a part of the family. I'm just a tag along, but what are families?
What are families? Speaking of families, my puzzle piece, Susanna Grace. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm so excited for another Call of Cthulhu campaign after we bullied you relentlessly the second that Tracks of Terror ended.
It's true.
I'm pumped. I'm ready. I spent far too long doing makeup today, so we'll see how long this lasts throughout the campaign. But for now, this is the face of Vestribyggd, who is the baby sister of Pope.
Pope? You got a sister! How are you today?
I am doing incredibly well. I feel honored and delighted to be here with these amazing people in taking part in this fantastic story. I play Umik Friksen. I am Torvi's older brother. And we are already starting with this poor bastard having a lot of guilt.
That's the best way to start a campaign. Lots of guilt. So, for those of you who weren't here last week, I would do a recap, but this is the first time we're seeing this group, and it's only our second episode. So, let me tell you about this delightful group of people. The year is 1342. We are in Greenland. Oh, isn't that nice? It's summer, June. I wouldn't worry too much about it. It's June, so we've got 21 hours of daylight right now here in Greenland. It's long, not so warm summer days. And these are all members of the Western Settlement, Vestribyggd. So they're having a great time, right? Right? Oh, maybe not so much. Maybe the Western Settlement's been struggling a little bit. For the past few decades. Most of Greenland's actually been struggling more and more as each passing decade as it gets colder every year, and for longer the summers are getting shorter, even though the days are staying longer. We might be entering the Little Ice Age soon, but they don't know that because they're just normal people in 1342. They are all farmers. But, of course, if everyone picked the farmer occupation in Call of Cthulhu, it wouldn't be, boring, but it wouldn't be as exciting as if they also had additional occupations. So everyone here is a farmer, or a fisher person, or a whaler, or a sealer. They also have jobs. Some of them are just really good at the jobs they do. Some of them have additional tasks, and we'll get into that first. But first, let us pop in to these beautiful deep blue, really, really cold, pretty windy seas. And we will start with meeting Otto Ludvigsen. Otto, how is Otto today? It's a beautiful summer day. I'd say beautiful. It's a little cold, a little chilly, but nothing you can't handle. It's not winter yet.
No, of course. And if the winds are good, he's feeling good, He misses being out of the ocean, but feeling the cold, it brings him right back to those wonderful blue decks.
You'd actually be pulling your boat back into town as we speak. So could you, speaking of, depending on how the ocean is, could you roll me a D100 and that'll tell me how the weather is?
Of course, no worries at all.
I have charts.
93.
93.
Have a very good or very bad.
It's not good. I don't think it's a hurricane.
Rock you like a hurricane.
It's not a hurricane, but it is a gale. It is a
Okay.
gale. So it is I'm sorry, I said it was a beautiful day. It's a stormy fucking day here in Vestribyggd today.
It's very unreliable.
It is actually. It's like Florida. It's bipolar weather in Greenland. You can always rely on it to be kind of shit weather, and that's what it kind of is. So you're sailing in. It's a bad gale, but you sailed through these fjords, these channels, because all of the farms of the Western Settlement are dotted along any type of earth that they might be able to find, tucked in within these protected fjords. So the winds aren't as bad here. But the seas are very choppy. So could I get a pilot boat check for you? Sailing check? I just want to see.
That's an extreme success.
It is
Hell yeah.
no problem for our very experienced sealer and whaler.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So last week we have people who are sailing across the ocean, right?
Yeah.
How was it for them? Were they as excellent at boating as we are? I'm just curious.
They were not.
Oh.
They had the
That's so
NPCs
sad.
roll for them,
Oh.
which meant they couldn't push couldn't really push many rolls or
wow,
do much
wow.
about it.
Wow.
They are all still alive,
Oh, well, that's nice, I guess.
but their boat does need repairs. Not your boat, Otto.
Nope.
Your
Mine's
boat
fine as always.
is great. They got there. They said it was a crappy captain, but you also have base crew stats because I'm not having captain and crew stats, or just crew stats are based, and so you're doing great, Otto. Your boat, you sailing through these fjords. These are big rolling waves, but that's not a problem for you. You know exactly where you're going. You tuck in. You have to go to the farthest fjord, a little bit more north, a little bit more east. You get the northeast point because the family you're living with is the second most out there homestead.
That makes sense.
So you sail in, but everyone has sea access basically because you kind of need it. You need to fish, you need to get the things, but you're able to pull in, get your dock, tie your ship up, and you might need some help. You did have a pretty good hunt with that extreme boating success. Despite the weather, you were able to get in. Can you roll me a D4 plus 2?
Oop, +2, 5. There you go.
5. You were able to get 5 seals on today's hunt.
It's been a good day.
Yeah, it's really good. You've been gone for probably about a week because you have to sail up to a bay, Disco Bay, and club some seals, spear some seals, sail back down. But which is good because you were asked to get several seals because there's going to be a feast soon in town, and you have to be present for it because it's almost midsummer. Midsummer is one of the big festivities in the Norse calendar. It is a pretty exciting time. So usually you celebrate for at least one day, but usually about 3 to 4. Not as long as Yule because it's winter and there's not a lot to do except home chores anyways, but you're able to take a few days out of busy summer months to have a celebration. So Midsummer is very soon, and you're supposed to get food for the feast, and you have provided, sir. Might need some help bringing them all in, but don't worry. You know where help is, and it is in the house you're staying at, because there's a lot of extra hands there. Mouths to feed, but hands as well to help.
Of course. And so, yeah, I think he would, pull up his sort of very long, luscious blonde hair blowing in the breeze.
Yeah, could you describe him as you, sail in epically on these giant swells and souls?
So he looks like a character from, the front of a romance novel. He's shirt open, muscular, very long blonde hair blowing in the breeze beautifully. And he's got sort of an eye patch over one of his eyes. And he just sort of, he has an air about him, at least when he's not speaking, that speaks of mystery. But when he opens it, less so.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And you're able to trudge on up to this house. It's all the houses here. Wood is very scarce. In Greenland in general, lots of ice, tons of rocks. Not a lot of wood. Half of your wood supplies are actually driftwood from Vinland that wash up. It's kind of sad, really, but thankfully it's not the winternet, and so you're not using as much wood as you normally would. So you've got sod houses, lots of stone base with sod roofs, and there's a decently sized one that you walk up to. One of the larger ones in the Western Settlement, probably top 5. And inside would be a couple of people. Most likely Humbledore, Tanya.
Hello.
Would you be home during this? It's bad weather. You're probably not out and about.
Bad weather. Probably. Yeah. I mean, so I have 5 strapping boys to feed. So I think with midsummer preparations coming up, I think she would be probably butchering something outside, or either that or indoors preparing the meal for the day, knowing that a certain somebody is going to rock up needing some help and probably some food after a long journey. So, yeah. She's probably inside right now, probably got blood speckled on her hands and is just preparing a meat, sort of maybe skinned some rabbits or something earlier that she might have caught.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Easy enough to do. Rabbit stew, little goes a long way. Stews are great for feeding. It'd be nice to have some bread with it, but the grain's not ready to harvest. You'd be growing barley. It grows here
I'll take it.
in Greenland. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get a couple loaves, but the rest you will have to feed to the cows and sheep to get them to survive over winter. But, you'll get a couple loaves of bread, so it's lots of milk. Lots of milk and meat it's a very protein-heavy diet the Greenlanders had.
It's fine. My boys are huge, so it works.
They are huge. Your poor
Huge
hips.
boys. Massive
But-
boys.
How tall's Mom?
Mom has a size of 40, so Mom is
Petite.
tiny. She is
Yeah.
not even pushing 4'11". She's maybe 4'9", but she's got a motherly curve to her. I reckon she's got enough to not die in childbirth, so she's
Yeah.
fine.
She's fine.
How old are the boys?
So the boys, the first boy, my lovely son Benedict, is around 15. My second lot of boys are 12, and my third lot of boys are 10. So they're all kind of growing up fast. You blink and then they're a few inches taller and maybe spotty. I don't know if acne really existed too much, but on a heavy milk and meat diet, I think a couple of my boys might have some acne scars or something
Milk,
going on.
cheese, yogurt, kefir. The booze that the Greenlanders would drink is fermented milk. So it's so much protein.
Yes. So yeah.
So much protein. Yeah, so fun fact. Here's your fun. There's going to be a lot of these in this campaign, but your fun historical fact for today is 12 was the coming of age in which you could marry, inherit things, and own property. So you've got lots of hands. Now, typically you didn't marry and own property at that age, but you were eligible to should somebody perish. So you're doing good. You got lots of helping hands, and you see the door blow open in the gale, and Otto, windswept hair, very Fabio-esque, because why not, just comes in behind it, closes the door behind him. And could you describe Tanya for us as she's making this food and looks up as he enters?
Yeah, she's as we said previously, a little ditty woman. But she's her last name means daughter of the bear, and she's got an intensity about her. You kind of have to be with how many children in this era. She is sort of icy blonde hair, pale bluish eyes, slight freckles to the face because she's outdoors a fair bit. Strong hands, very weathered and strong. She tends to wear a lot of leathers. And she has almost strapped to her side at all times is a sort of more fine leather bag with that sort of gently clink sometimes as she moves. She has some very valuable glass vials in the house, and she often smells of either cooking or herbs of some sort. So she has a very sort of homely smell about her because she is the town's healer, as well as farmer and other things.
Isn't she also insanely attractive? Isn't she also the beauty of the village?
She is the beauty of the village.
Is a beauty of the village, but the village is quite small to be more modest.
It is quite small, but
it's quite small.
Are the beauty of the village. You do have the highest appearance. Besides Otto. You and Otto are the two best looking people in town.
Yes, and the expression that, so when she turns away from the stove, or maybe she's like got a butcher's cleaver and she's just like clunked through, just cutting some meat off the bone, and she turns and goes, "Oh, it's you. Shut the door, you're letting the draft in."
Yes. And he closes it behind him.
Expect you want feeding?
No, hands first. Need to go and collect. Brought a few seals.
Good. Benedict! Where are you, my boy?
Benedict would have been like right adjacent, because Benedict likes to wander, take care of the sheep, wander. take care of the sheep, make sure that they're sort of watched, and he likes to hang out in the barn in our loft area. He likes to hang out. But he's not too far because he saw the boat coming in, and so when he saw the boat coming in,
it's really stormy, so you're probably at least somewhere sheltered.
He's like, but when he saw the boat coming in, he sort of started moving in towards the house, and so it's probably not just a hair or two. Right when Mom calls out Benedict, the door will open and he'll sort of like rush it.
Another draft comes in.
And
rain.
Benedict is, it's his birthday at midsummer, and turning 15 on midsummer. It's so exciting. He's basically 15 already. And he rushes in, and he is tall. He's a very, very large boy. Perhaps a little too tall, and he's a bit stooped, like a person who has grown way too fast, for their frame. Although he's quite lanky, he's not like overly strong either. So he's sort of tall, lanky, and a little bit awkward. And when he rushes in, he's wearing sort of like technically job-wise, he's technically a fisherman, I guess, but that's on the character sheet. It does say occupation fisherman, but he does not like to do that. Instead, he likes to weave and take care of the sheep. And also, one of the reasons why he may not like to do the fishing so much is because as he comes in, he trips over the doorway and falls into Otto. He is quite clumsy. He grew too fast and is not in his body yet. So he comes in and he's like, Otto! But as he comes in, and he's probably got with him some, I would say some he was like trying to get the pull in wood that they had stored under a covering, right? So like this kind of a driftwood and kindlings for fire, right? And he had in some peat probably, and he's like pulled it in from where they had it covered. And as he sort of comes in and trips, falls into Otto. All of the and by the way, when we say wood, I don't mean like nice wood that you would imagine that's all nicely chopped up and everything. I mean sort of like catch as catch can kinds of bits of wood they've been saving and keeping dry as best possible. He comes in and he just spills them all over the floor as he sort of tumbles into a heap at the floor. And this dog, this kind of like a sheepdog, comes in bounding after him, Buski, as he's like on the ground there with just a mess of materials, and he's wearing his furs.
Licks your face because it's on ground level right now. And
hi, Otto. I saw your boat come in.
Yes, you did. I'll be needing your hands today.
Okay.
Pick yourself up, Benedict. Come on.
And he doesn't pick himself up until his mom says so. Then he realizes, oh yeah, I'm still on the ground. And he clambers up.
Yeah, I think he'll help you up. He'll put a hand out.
I'm cooking. Out. I'm not having him beg at me right now.
And he gives Otto the big hug. Otto, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you too. Maybe you'll be joining me on the next way out.
Big eyes. Big puppy dog eyes.
Not gonna work.
Well, you could at least help me drag these seals.
Come on. And he says that to, I guess, Buski. But Buski's already left.
Well, where you go, your sister usually is as well, right?
Well, that's who I was talking to. I was talking to my sister. I'd just say, come on.
Haftis was not really paying attention to the conversation. A few of the driftwood wood blocks have landed in a little cross shape, and she was skip jumping between them, trying to get into all four in a certain tempo. And then as she hears her name, she looks a little bit. Seals, I don't like it when they're no longer swimming.
It's okay.
Buski whines.
I don't like it when they're no longer telling stories.
Haftus doesn't like it when they don't swim. I say as I'm walking out with Buski and Otto.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Haftus doesn't need to drag them back with us. You do. So we go down there and we bring them here.
Okay. Haftus, let me know if there's anything sneaking about.
Okay.
We'll
You
be
guys-
safe, Otto.
Follow in a very kind of safe distance, looking a little bit rumpily at Otto in particular.
And two of your brothers also get kicked out the door, the 12-year-olds. They also get booted out, and
With it,
Godric
been
and
12
Gabriel.
have they been 12 for long? Have they been put to work much before this?
Yes, although you'll have so Godric and Gabriel are the 12-year-old twins, and they are a little bit of a handful. Godric is out of the two twins a bit hot-headed and has a bit of a temper and a bit of a mean streak, but they like the idea of adventure, and they love the idea of going out to sea and hunting. They like hunting on the land as well, so wherever there's mischief, Godric is, and wherever Godric is, Gabriel follows, who's much sort of quieter and a bit of a follow along. So they would have been booted out, and the youngest two, Bjorn and Ulfa, would be in the home, probably
Helping
directed
you.
to clean up the sticks that his adorably clumsy brother has left graciously for them in the doorway.
It's almost like sets of twins are inseparable. So they
Yeah.
will be happy to help you. And as they're going down, Godric is yelling against the gale, going, Otto, how many seals did you get this time?
This time around, 5. It was a
Wow.
good week.
Did anything exciting happen? And he's like just asking for all the details, and
yes.
Gabriel's
And-
kind of just like following along,
Yeah, and he'll go
paying
through like
attention
the
to
journey.
the weather, looking at, being the observant one.
Yeah, he'll go through the whole journey. He'll talk about the storm and the the troublesome waters and the way he navigated it, and he'll play everything up and all the hunts up as usual to them. Making sure they get some good stories so that they can grow up to be strong whalers.
Didn't hurt the seals, did it?
The seals, they weren't hurting for long.
Okay. Because it's not nice if they're hurt.
Sometimes things need to be hurt for us to survive. You understand? It is not a nice thing, but it is a thing to make sure that your mother and your brothers and you survive.
I guess. But you can do it without hurting them, yes?
I do my best. Sometimes, most of the time, it is as painless as possible. Happens before they even know.
That's good. Because sometimes I dream that I hear them crying.
Dreams are, funny like that. I don't have many of them now.
Oh. Did they go away? And I say this as like we're getting to the boat, right? Were they stolen?
I do not know, I just don't dream much anymore. Aside from the ocean, I sometimes have dreams of its waves when I am on the ground. Calls to me to come back to it.
Yeah. And you think about it, Otto, you actually have been dreaming a little bit more lately.
Yeah.
But only within the past, 6 months to a year. Most of your adulthood, you've not dreamt a whole lot, but last, 6 months to a year, you've been having more dreams, but still not a lot. Not like kids, not like when you were a child.
Yeah, I've been having more. Maybe it's because I am getting comfortable staying with all of you.
I think it would be nice if you always stayed with us, and
That is very sweet of you, Benedict.
Mom is not married now, and so I think you are much nicer than my dad was. So if you ever wanted to be my dad.
So the 5 seals are quite heavy. You should grab them by this end. And he'll sort of grab one of the ends.
You guys, the seals are heavy. It takes multiple of y'all just to get them off the ship. Once you get them on shore, it's a little easier because it's just getting the lift off the boat. Yeah, you can put them onto the basically you've got like a stretcher so that you don't damage the skin as well as you drag it up. Because that's good leather. And
I think despite not being your dad as well, and definitely not saying he wants to be, he will praise you when you do good things, though. He will give you that at least. But a good job.
And whenever you give him praise, it's like he's almost surprised at first. I mean, he's used to getting praise from his mom, but he's not really used to getting praise from. Anyway, so like when Otto gives him praise, like he just gets this beaming smile, and he sort of like turns to his sister and like just like nods, like he's okay, right?
Half-Diss has made it. She's so quiet. She's so quiet.
Half-Diss is not convinced. She will keep eyeing out Otto. She will keep her distance. And every time Benedict looks at her, she's just very frowned, very furrowed brow.
Yeah, and I think with Otto, his focus is entirely on you and your brothers. He's not in any way paying attention to your sister.
Yeah, and as the camera pulls back from this scene of them dragging the seals up, they probably get 2, so you can have like Otto and probably one of the 12-year-olds on one, and Benedict and the other, probably Gabriel on the other one, because Godric has a habit of picking on Benedict sometimes, so despite being younger. So put Godric with Otto and then Benedict with Gabriel, and you can all help the seals 2 at a time. As the camera pulls out back from 4 figures hauling seals back up, we pass by someone who likes to take a walk no matter the weather. Kind of go by past these a little bit, and not out in the elements though. In a lovely seaside cave, we have Torvi. Torvi, could you describe her for us?
Yes. So Torvi is a woman in her late 20s. She has this sort of dirty blonde hair, which is kind of just down and a bit like wind swept and all over the place. But she doesn't really look like she gives that much of a shit. Like, it doesn't bother her. She is quite large, over 6 feet tall easily. So
far, everyone but Tanya is. And
yeah.
Half-Diss isn't as tall.
Big village, small Tanya. She has pale skin, but there's some sun damage because she goes out a lot. But Torvi's most distinguishing feature is a series of extremely large scars that run across her face. And in particular, there's one scar across her cheek that when it was stitched together permanently exposes some of her teeth. So she's always kind of got a scowl going on. But when she's outside, she tends to wear a bit of a scarf to keep her teeth sheltered from the elements. And she has these piercing grey-blue eyes. And I think she's in her cave and she was watching for the ships coming in.
You saw the ship come in, figure go up, because you're neighbors to the Fiskerson farm.
Yeah.
And you'd see them start hauling the seals up, and yeah, you're just hanging out in your favorite little quiet place, watching the storm, watching the waves. Speaking of which, could you give me a spot hidden check as you were looking out for the ship? You see the ship come in at some point, but just if there's anything. Oh, you do see something else. You just see a dark shape move through the water a little bit. As you're like watching them pull the seals, just further out, you like look to see if there's any other boats coming in from the other, farms. And you don't see a boat, but you just see a bit of a dark, just regular success, just a little dark shape move. Quickly.
So with her, she's looking out. One of her eyes is almost permanently half-lidded for her scars, but even that one sort of widens as she sees this. And her hand reflexively snaps out to touch the wall, and there's a symbol of the Icea that she's carved into it. So she immediately puts her hand on it, and she's looking for anything else.
You look, and you look, with only a regular success. We saw that quick-moving dark shape. Too fast to be a whale.
Mm-hmm. She knows what she saw. And I think upon seeing that and the weather turning a bit worse, she's like, I should get home. So she bundles herself back up in her clothes and heads out.
You head out. Again, terrible weather, but you're dressed for it. Because the weather is a little fickle here in Greenland, and you're able to head home to a farm that's just barely within visual range, especially the weather. On a clear day, you can clearly see the Fiskirsten farm, but it's a bad day, so you can barely see that little dot in the distance. You head home, and I believe Umik might be there.
Umik is there. He's helping his mother, well, their mother, with their father, who's not got the greatest memory, especially nowadays.
Yeah.
And I think he hears her before anything else, and will turn and make sure that the door is open for her so she can just come in.
Not a problem to do at all. And could you describe Umik for us?
Umik is not a small man.
No.
If memory serves, he is 6'3" to Torvi. If she's standing all the way up, 6'5".
Yeah.
And he's think, surprisingly enough, Icelandic strongman.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a good bit of meat on him, though he's a bit leaner right now. Leaner than he's accustomed to.
Oh.
Past couple of years haven't been great. He's got
They really haven't. It's been pretty rough all around.
Yeah.
Everyone's
He's got a
lean.
large beard. You can see that when he speaks, you can see that there's distinctly a scar on his lower lip. Likely has more scars on his face hidden by the beard. He typically dresses a little bit heavier for the weather. He has a tendency to actually get cold, surprisingly enough. And strangely enough, he almost always has not just, everybody, you have to have tools for everyday things. He usually has at least 2 daggers on him, one distinctly longer than the other. And maybe even more armed, as he is the village's guard, for lack of a better term.
When something needs enforcing, you're the guy that goes and does it.
Yeah. You can easily see, by the door, there's essentially his kit. He's got a set of padded gambeson, brightly colored, kettle helm, shield, short spear, but it's typically what he doesn't need, because it's usually one of the locals being a bit boisterous, and he just needs to bring the club along, mostly for self-defense, or if somebody needs to be wrangled, it's great for grappling assist. But he opens the door and just hollers out, Come on, Torvi, get in before all the weather comes in before you.
And Torvi carries a large driftwood staff with her, and you can see it's a walking aid when she has to walk long distances, as her right leg slightly drags. So she sort of hobbles her way in and closes the door behind her. Oh, it's blowing a gale out there.
Of course it is. Means the boat's coming in.
Yes. And she walks over to some water and just splashes her face and hands just to clean herself. And she there's a shelf with a bunch of like knickknacks on it, and she grabs one pot, and inside is a like rendered animal fat with some herbs in it. And she finds a seat, and she dips her fingers in and starts moisturizing her scars as they dry out and get painful in the weather. And she's quite spacey as she's doing this, and she's staring off, and she says, "I saw it."
Torvi, which it did you see?
Jormungandr. I saw him in the bay.
I guess you're going to see the old woman today after all, even in this.
Yes. There are no more boats for today, right?
No, but I thought we discussed that the two of us would go over and maybe have a discussion with Otto about your prospects.
What?
Sister,
Didn't
you're
I
not
tell
getting
you,
any
dear?
younger.
Your mother says from the other room. Must have slipped my mind.
Torvi, like, she's finished. She puts the pot down. What do you mean, Otto? What?
Well, for the most part, there is no other available man than a damned village.
Well, no, I'm busy. I have other things to do. I have other responsibilities.
I understand that you have responsibilities, but we're just trying to look out for you, Torvi.
Fine, Umi. I'll go. I'd like to see Tanya anyway, and the boys.
That's also part of the reason Tanya's not necessarily thrilled with the pressure that Benedict is putting on her and Otto to do something.
I mean, you can't blame him.
Actually, we can. We can absolutely blame Benedict. Tanya has had plenty of kids, and also is not like Otto's a good man, but they barely get along.
I mean, do you have to get along with your husband?
It's
It
usually a
definitely
benefit.
helps. Again from the other room.
Hi, Mom.
Yes, and she pokes her head around the corner. She goes, to be fair, we haven't told him either. It's between Tanya and I, we've had talks. It's fine. She goes, oh, no, don't drop that. And she goes back into the room to attend to her own husband, who has some memory issues.
And besides, I've already done some walking, talking to some of the other folks in town, and there's a decent plot not too far off within the sight of the cave. While the weather's still decent, we could put, together you and Otto a house.
Torvi does not look impressed. She puts the lid back on her pot, puts it on the shelf.
Can I say at this time, Tanya knowing that her neighbors are due for dinner, would have probably
Yes.
sent Ulfa over, like rapping at the door to get them to come to break bread together and have some stew.
Torvi, trying to seek an escape from this conversation, gets the door and she sees Ulfa, and she bends down and like bear hugs him.
You don't have to
And
bend
goes,
down much.
No.
They're bigger than Godric and Gabriel, but not quite as big as Benedict yet. They're
But in her
tall
head,
boys.
they're
Tall,
still
tiny
tiny
Yeah.
babies.
Yeah.
And so she grabs him. She goes,
I
"Oh,
like this high on
Hugin."
you.
Because
So-
she's
so many
named that
6 foot
particular
tall.
twins, Hugin and Munin,
Yeah,
after
yeah.
Odin's ravens. So she grabs him. Hugin, come take me away.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to do that, didn't I? Mama told me to come get you, and he's like sopping wet. The rain is letting up a little bit at this point, but it's still coming down. The wind's a little better.
Even you ravens betray me. And she
For
says
what?
mockingly,
I thought you. Did I go to the wrong house? I thought she said.
No,
Okay.
you're in the right place. Just ill weather makes all tidings a bit darker.
But dinner's about ready. We'll be ready by the time you get over there. I'm here to help if you need anything. Or help navigating the storm, and he looks at, your walking stick, Torvi.
she doesn't need help, but she'll accept it anyway. Because,
Mhm.
you gotta make kids feel useful. So-
Yeah. He,
She'll...
puts an arm underneath. He can carry, he holds up more of your weight than he used to even a year ago, and it's a little like, oh, they grow up so fast.
Yeah. And Torvi casts a look behind her. Come on, Umi.
And as you say that, a hand reaches out and is placed on Umik's shoulder. Your mother is a much shorter woman, if I remember correctly, similar to Tanya.
Yes.
So it's
She
like
is-
she's reaching up to put a hand on your shoulder. She goes, Umi, I trust you have the negotiations. Get your sister hitched.
Do my best, but at the same time, we're talking about Otto. He's a good man, but he's not all there.
He's fine. He's a man. Well, you're a better man, but the men are mostly not all there anyways. It's fine. Just look at your father. And your dad's sitting there eating soup. Staring out a little bit.
I'll do my best. You
Okay.
just... I'll be back.
I would come with, but your father cannot travel in this weather.
I understand. You two stay put. If Tanya has anything for us to bring back, I'll make sure it ends up in your hands.
Oh yes, take her this. And she hands you a basket that's covered with a cloth, an oiled cloth because of the weather.
All right. Be right back. He bends down, kisses his mother on.
Can call it a
her head.
dowry if we need to. And, pushes you out after your sister.
I mean, we could finally, I doubt he'll take it, but we could give Otto grammar.
Oh, I don't think anyone would take him.
Okay. With that, he just, darts off.
And if you peek inside the basket, it is full of hardtack, which is pretty valuable in a grain-scarce society. So, if not, it's a neighborly gift. So, but you're able to go through the weather.
Yeah.
Umi just barrels through, trying to catch up
Ulfar,
with the other two.
gives a little as he enters, knock open. He's just him and his brother always do that. Goes, Mama, I've brought the neighbors.
Good. Get yourself by the fire, boy. Warm yourself up. You're sopping wet through.
He
Before
rinse
he
his hat
leaves
out real
Torvi,
quick.
is gonna slip him like a little bit of like jerky, like a dried meat.
He puts it in a pocket for later because he doesn't want to be seen eating before dinner.
Yeah, and she gives him a little wink.
His eyes twinkle. And this is
This
when Benedict and Otto are bringing in the last seal. And with Haftus trailing right behind Benedict.
Haftus does not have to haul seals. And when Otto sees Torvi, he drops his part of the seal and rushes over and just gives Torvi this huge big bear hug. And then he sees Umik and he gets a little nervous and he kind of just shrinks down a little bit and just stays a little bit just kind of stays in the hug with Torvi a little bit and kind of just looks at Umik just a little nervous because Umik's like a big man who could be violent. And just, that's his job in the town and that just makes Benedict a little nervous, and it always has.
Bless his heart.
Hello, Benedict. Hello, Haftus.
And he looks at Haftus, and they do their twin thing, and he goes, "She says hello," and he just looks at her and smiles.
Haftus, can you give me a power check, please? Success. Torvi, you see just a little glimpse of Haftus. If she does actually wave hello, or she doesn't, that's fine too. But you do see a little glimpse. Tanya would as well if she's looking in that direction.
Tanya would probably be looking over, and she'd probably turn back to the cooking if she catches the glimpse. Bjorn, go and help Otto get the rest of that seal in. Your brother is giving a warm welcome to the guests.
I've got it. It's fine.
I can help. Says the other 10-year-old.
Warm. He says as he'll lug it in. He's got 80 strength. He can manage this the rest of the way.
He's so strong.
Well, don't stand on ceremony. Come on. Come and sit down.
Ah.
Do you have stories, Torvi? Stories? Did you see anything or find anything interesting, like a bug?
Better, Benedict. I saw it. I saw the world serpent today.
Did you?
He was out in the bay, welcoming the ships.
Oh, I want to see the world serpent.
Well,
that would be nice.
Come with me someday.
Okay, Mum, can I?
Of course you can go with Torfi.
Okay.
But you've got to make sure your chores are done, and I think Otto still needs your help. So after that's done, then you can go. All right?
Okay.
Good lad.
Okay. And he just sort of walks a little bit around Umik, just not to get within his path, a couple more steps than one probably needs, and then he sort of rushes out to go and try to help Otto.
He'll finish up sort of dragging them in, getting them into shelter, covering them up so that they're all safe for him to, process later. But food first, he doesn't want to make that wait. So I think he would walk in seeing Torvi and Umik. He'd give them both a friendly nod and just sit down very quietly.
Torvi seeing Benedict being weird around Umi, she's going to just lean into him and go, "What did you do to Benedict?"
They saw me have to correct someone the other night.
Do better.
It was either his jaw or my arm.
Okay.
Oh,
Torvi's acting really weird and awkward. Usually she's pretty chill around Tanya, and Tanya would notice that Torvi's being really weird.
Torvi, can you just help me with this for a minute?
Yeah.
And probably because there's kids running around and getting settled. There's people coming in. The doors opening and closing. It's busy.
Extra places are being made at like a little like stools are being used as a couple tables for people, and there's a place for everyone that they're setting except for Halfdis.
She'll kind of lean into you.
Usually
and
there's
give
a
you
spot
nudge.
for Halfdis, but with this much company, you know.
Gotta make room, sadly.
Gotta make room.
It's okay. I'm not hungry anyway. Benedict, you can eat my portion, and I'll go out and see if I can get us the sun back. But you can just call me if you need me.
Okay, but you won't be far, yes?
No, never far.
Okay. I'll save you dessert.
Yeah.
I love you.
Love you too. And you see her walk out into the rain, but her hair stays dry.
Stay dry, and the door doesn't open. As Halfdis can only be seen by a select few, as Halfdis may not be with us in the living term
Yes,
of the
she
word.
is. Yes, she is. She's my twin sister.
She
And
is
she-
your twin sister. That is factually correct, yes. But in the kitchen, Tanya and Torvi, big bowl of stew,
So, last time you were this nervous, you broke something of mine. What's wrong? I forgave you.
I mean, don't pretend that you don't know why I'm here.
You're having a meal with my family like you always do.
Yeah,
Mm.
without the threat of a marriage dangled over me.
Look, I've dealt with the lodger for quite a few years now. I think it's time
So now
to
he's my
someone
problem.
else. Yes, of course. He's a village problem, but he's been my problem for years. So it's your turn.
What if I don't want him?
Well, that's not
I mean-
up to you, is it?
What? I thought I had a choice here.
You've met your mum.
Yeah. Okay, fair point. Fair point.
Look, he's useful. And when he's not letting in drafts and teaching your son bad lessons, he's a decent enough bloke. If you ignore the rumours and the drinking.
The rumors, the drinking.
Oh, come on.
Well, I mean, obviously, I've heard some rumors because it's. Look at him.
Yes, living with the widow. Yes, I get it. I get the rumours. You know, the one, he watched my husband die.
Yeah.
She says, like, quietly, but, like, slightly furiously.
the quiet fury that only a mother or wife can have. Just hushed tones in the kitchen. Yeah.
Comes back and shacks up with the wife in the barn. It's not a good look, but no one else would take him in. And I owe this village. I owe you all. So he's my problem, but he's been my problem for a while.
I just
What's putting you off?
all of it. That's just not. Like the wife thing and the children thing and the
You're great with the kids.
when they're not mine.
You'd be great with yours.
Mm.
Great big woman like you. Gosh, I wish you'd taken my place spitting these kids out.
I really
Twice
wish.
my size.
I really don't want that.
Well, as I said, it's kind of not up to you, is it?
Mm.
Look, you're always welcome to come here for an escape. But he spends most of his time fishing anyway. You'll be fine. Just have something to drink for him at the end of the night. He'll probably sleep and you won't even have to do much of your duties, I reckon.
Bobby looks like she wants to throw up. I hate this.
Either that or we just I can slip something to him and we can just...
I mean, he brought back 5 seals today.
He did. I can't justify...
Yeah, we can't.
But I've got something on hand, she says, like, and she just like idly gestures to one of like the smaller vials that is filled with something dark.
Should you keep that there?
Where else? I am the shortest person in this village. Where am I going to hide something? They can reach everywhere.
Down low. We're not looking down low.
You'd be surprised. I had
You
Ulfa
see,
wandering underneath the house at one point.
you see
is down
Ulfa right now, like trying to catch a spider on the floor in the corner. There's been a lot of spiders this season, and just like trying to get it out of the house.
Okay.
She just points. Example A.
See,
There is
this-
nowhere to hide.
This
So
is not-
hide it in plain sight.
It's not selling me on the whole motherhood thing.
No, I'm not going to poison my kids. Just your husband. Maybe.
We can't. He's, as far as I know, a good man.
I'm a girl, she says as she steers you towards the table.
And while those two are in the kitchen having a hushed, furious conversation, and the kids are frolicking about, getting things ready, Otto and Umek, what are you guys doing as dinner is getting just the last stages of being prepared? You've got a little basket, Umek.
Yes, the basket gets sit down closer to the fire, and Umut just comes over to Otto. Otto, good to see you.
Good to see you as well. How has it been on land?
Unfortunately eventful. But that's neither here nor there.
You look troubled.
Let's just say I'm having to play messenger for a lot of people over the past week. Speaking of messages, have you thought about settling down?
I've thought about it a few times, yes, but I need to sail. I need to be out there in the ocean.
No one's denying you your passions, but
And besides, I was told a man's last words to look after his wife and his family, and I am doing so.
and you're doing an excellent job of it, but at the same time, those that don't know about that last second request have entirely different opinions on the matter.
Many people have opinions.
Yes, and it doesn't necessarily look great. And if we do, for instance, have another priest show up on the next boat, we don't need all of those opinions hanging over you, now do we?
Their judgment of me is their own to have. I know me. The ocean knows me.
Aye, but those kind of individuals, depending on how fiery they are learned men, and learned men write. And those writings can make it so that there is no less place for you to be sent off to.
I do not see how words can harm me on paper.
They can reach people whose opinions of those words on paper can lead to axes. So, for your
Right.
sake, and for the sake of my sister, my mother would suggest that the two of you settle down. There is a blessing or dowry in the basket by the fire to help with you and your pursuits. And should you request it, Grammar can come with you, and I can probably spare a few heads of sheep, as well as
And a
I've talked with a number of the lads in town. There's a spot not too far off From here, you would still be able to look in on the family and the kids, but you'd have your own place with Torvi.
And what is Torvi's thoughts on this?
Angry
I think I
hush
have
conversation
spoken
in the kitchen.
2 words with Torvi in my entire life here. I think it was hello, and then hello another day.
I think that's actually one of the benefits of the two of you settling down together. You both don't say much.
Hmm.
I think Benedict kind of like comes in and he's got something in his hand, and he's like, and he kind of like he walks up and then he's like, oh yeah, Umik's here, and he goes, Otto.
Yes, Benedict. I was just speaking with Umik.
And he holds out his hands.
And he'll look in. He'll sort of look over at the boy and look at the hands.
And he opens up his hands, and he's got this a hand-carved Hnefatafel piece for the game. And he... I will just double-check to make sure I'm in the right spot here. Should be correct. And it's like hand-carved from like probably from... We don't have a lot of wood, so probably carved from ivory.
Nice.
One of the sort of the board game, because like there's this this board game that they play that's sort of like chess, and he's like, and there's probably like a leather, like a piece of leather from seal hide that is the board game that's rolled up, and he probably keeps it somewhere where you all can play this game. And he's like, I made this one to replace one of the pieces, and also it's your turn. If
Yes, I will come into the barn and move the piece later for you.
and he hands you the
You
piece.
did this yourself, he says as
Yes.
he takes it and looks it over. You're getting
And
better
you-
with this.
Well, thank you. And this is one of those things where like he learned how to carve from you, and this is like one of the not the first piece he's shown you, but it's one of the better pieces because was not good in the beginning, and he's getting better. He's just not particularly dexterous, but he's been working at it, and this is one of the pieces that he feels clearly proud enough to show you. He's like, and this is for you.
Thank you. I will keep this close, and I shall make my move later for you. This is good, though. You're getting better than me very quickly.
Actually, may I see that?
Of course. You can have a look. And you'll hand it over.
This actually is pretty decent.
Perfect.
Benedict, you're getting of age. Maybe we should send you off to the Eastern Settlement for, an apprenticeship.
No, I don't want to go back there. I just...
Food's ready.
Oh,
Come on.
that's my mom.
Good.
And she, Tanya pops her head around the door as people go, and she just looks at Umik.
And there was this kind of ashenness in Benedict's face the minute you mentioned the Eastern Settlement, and the minute Mom was like, "Let's go," he's just out. So he just leaves immediately to find something to do that involves helping immediately. Just out.
Go and wash your hands, Benedict.
Come on, Busky, and he calls for Busky to follow him as they go to just get out of a conversation that involves the Eastern Settlement immediately.
Yeah. Tanya will just block the doorway a little bit, which is not much because she's tiny, but still. She'll look up at Umik. You don't need to go putting any ideas in that boy's head, trust me.
He's got a clear talent, and you need less mouths to feed.
I can feed the mouths just fine, thank you. Besides, it's not... He's a gentle boy. Umi. He'll get eaten alive in that other settlement. He needs people who will watch his back, and he's got that here. And I'll be damned if I'm sending him anywhere.
Hey, Lindy. Oh, sorry.
Hey. Yeah.
Which of the plates in the kitchen is meant to be for Umik?
Probably all bowls. They probably all set out on the table. He is a guest, so it'd probably be at one of the ends of the table. Yeah, probably one at the end, and your mother's bowl would be at the other end.
I think there'll be one of the little containers with sea salt and kelp that gets pushed over into Umik's plate at some point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Accidentally.
It's gonna be a little really salty.
That's all.
Love that.
Don't get me wrong, Umi. I appreciate your concern, all right? You're a good neighbour and a good man, and I understand where you're coming from, but please, if you want to help my family, just be a good neighbour. You don't need to put your nose in, all right?
All right.
Thank you. She does kind of clap him a little bit on the side of his arm. Come on, food's gonna get cold.
And of course, the way the plates are all set out, Torvi and Otto, let's see, would they be sitting? They'd be sitting across from each other, not next to each other, across from each other. Yeah. Probably on either side of Tanya.
Okay.
So hey, eating soup when you can't fully close your mouth, really attractive, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Stew, it's a little thicker.
I think Tanya will give Torvi a little bit more bread so that she can, a little bit more bread, just so that she can mop up a little bit more
thickened it a little bit more. Yeah.
Yeah, made the stew a little bit thicker for her. Before you go as well, Torvi, later, I've made a new batch of your moisturizer.
Thank you.
Didn't know if you were getting low, but it's been terrible weather out.
Really dry.
Very dry. Dig in, everyone.
And the rabbit stew is very good. It's got some basic herbs and root vegetables that you're able to get going. Probably turnips. Turnip rabbit stew.
Can you tell us a story?
You want a story? And Tavi sits there for a second. She's thinking of a story. How about... And she's trying to think of where she can be clever, right? Where if about, maybe a story with a moral, something.
But not having to get married. Whatever.
How about the binding of Fenrir?
Oh, yes. Did the Völva teach you that one?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So she'll explain like all the little details about where Fenrir came from, blah 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 blah. But ultimately, whatever they used to try and bind Fenrir didn't work. They convinced him it was a game each time to allow him to do it, but each time he broke free except for the final time, where they formed a ribbon, a band from the dwarves. It was guaranteed this time to hold Fenrir, but Fenrir had started to grow wise to the games. He knew it wasn't a game, and he demanded that someone should put their arm in his mouth if he was to be bound. If he couldn't free himself, a price must be paid. A fair price must be paid, she says as she looks at Umik. And so Tyr, beloved Tyr, god of justice, god of everything that is fair, the huntsman, he stepped forward. He said it would be the right thing to do. He placed his arm within Fenrir's mouth. They bound him, and when Fenrir couldn't break free, he jumped down and tore Tyr's arm from his body. But luckily, Fenrir is still chained. Hati and Skoll have not yet caught the sun and the moon. Ragnarok is not upon us. And Tyr is happy with the price that was paid. He thought it was fair.
Oh, speaking of arms, Frederick's arm set well, Umi. They did do a bit of damage last night.
Sorry about that. But I rather him having to heal up than the little one having to do the healing.
Understood. I'd prefer to sew up a great big man than any of the kids. You keep doing as you do. And she'll look at Torvi, like, with just a little bit of a nod at the story. Honey for dessert. A couple of fresh berries. Managed to forage some earlier. Everyone happy?
Berries sound amazing. Yes.
That sounds good. It was a good story.
So, in Greenland in summer, it'd probably be crowberries or blueberries that you'd have with a little bit of honey.
Mm-hmm.
And probably in yogurt, because you have a lot of yogurt and cheese.
Yeah, I think a little bit of basically like a Cranach almost-esque thing. Yogurt, berries, a little bit of honey spooned on top. Probably a refill on the fermented goat milk for Otto. Almost habitually making sure he's got enough to drink. And probably just keeping an eye on Benedict. Just ever so often, just glancing over at him.
Yeah.
He's going to go and take some berries to the barn for his sister.
All right.
But before you do that, speaking of your sister, Haftis, you tipped, by the way, Umik, your food was really salty. Like, really salty.
Like, he does not finish the stew, and as soon as the berries come down, he is wolfing those down.
Yeah, Tanya doesn't realize that the food is too salty.
Nope.
She's just like, maybe
It's
he's not
just his
savory.
bowl.
He's just not feeling savory today.
It's just not feeling sorry. The dog will, that extra food for Booski. Yeah, it'll be fine.
There's enough salt to kill the
Booski,
dog.
puppy. Yeah, well, you know, you don't know how salty it is, so I'll be fine. Haftis, you said you were going to be outside a little bit, see if you could do anything about the weather. And, you know, you're out there looking at the clouds overhead, the occasional soft roll of thunder in the distance. And, you see a familiar figure walk up, the only other person in this settlement who can reliably interact with you besides your brother. The town's Völva. The Norse seeress and basically high priestess of the town, since pretty much everyone here has collectively agreed to abandon Christianity and revert back to the pagan belief system. She's got, much like Torvi, a driftwood walking stick, but hers almost sounds like a little wind chime as she walks, as it's covered in different wooden beads, glass beads, seashells, all dangling off of strings as she walks. Almost like a little melodical chime to her step. As she approaches and goes, Haftis, how are you today?
You're singing like the Vales. I like it.
Yes. This weather should clear up soon. That would be very good. A good omen for midsummer, which is soon to pass.
That's what I thought. I don't think the sun wants to be away for very long.
Oh,
don't know.
no. Not in these long days of summer that we have. And she kind of like leans upon a rock. This woman is old. She's old. You know what I'm saying? Covered in wrinkles. There's probably not a patch of skin on her that isn't wrinkled. Some might compare her to a crone. I wouldn't worry about it. And her name is Yrsa, but everyone calls her the Völva because she is both a position of honor and what she's done for the past. As long as she's lived, she just had to practice in secret most of her life, but not these past 10, 15 years or so. She's been able to openly practice and has become a prominent town figure, and she looks you up and down and goes, "You'll be 15 soon, yeah, you and your brother?"
Yeah, we will be.
That's a good age. Very good. On midsummer, yes.
Always on midsummer.
Oh, good.
That's
My
why the sun
memory
will
has
come
not
back.
failed me yet. That is quite a relief to hear. I have very important things to do to save the settlement. I've been shown a ritual after, and you and your family and all the other families in town will be needed to help complete it.
Okay. They're all being very strange, the
Ah,
grown-ups.
yes, grown-ups are always strange. People are always strange. The strange times we are living in.
Umik wants to send Benedict away. I won't let him.
Oh, we won't let that happen. No. Twins are very auspicious. It's a good number. To have 3 sets of twins in one town, that is very, very good. We cannot allow no family to be separated like that. No. We'll be stronger here, as you all here.
What do you need for that ritual?
Oh, I need to speak with your mother and Torfi about it. I need lots of, well, we have to do the midsummer ritual, and anyways, it's a whole village will be gathered, all these farms and people will be there. We just, there's an addition to it. I've been given a vision. I've had this vision repeatedly, but I've finally been able to make full sense of it, and so many things will need to be done, many things will need to be gathered. But, are they all having dinner now?
Yeah.
I will wait until they are done. I spoke with, Frigg recently, and I think she is trying to set up my apprentice, Miss Otto, and I think, whatever, it doesn't matter either way, so I will just wait until they get all the awkwardness out during dinner. We'll wait till your brother to come out, and he always brings you dessert. You can sit with me on this rock, and she, pats the rock, and the rain is lightening up. It's becoming more of a fine mist now, and of course you're dry. But you can see settling on her. Not as much as you'd think, but it is settling on her a little bit.
There'll be berries and honey. And it'll
that is a
almost
good
taste
dessert.
like sunshine.
Do you think perhaps you could spare a bite for an old woman?
Okay.
And that's when Benedict, you'd come out, probably a good 5-10 minutes later, and you'd see the town's Völva with Hafdis sitting on a rock. Looks like they're looking out over the ocean.
And, he'll come with Buski following, and he's like, "Oh, Völva." And he's got his dessert. He's got his dessert sort of cut in half for himself and his sister. And he says, "May I sit?"
Oh, please do. There's space just on the other side of your sister.
He sits on the other side, and he passes he's got this bowl, and he goes, "Völva, would you hold it for my sister?"
Certainly. Your sister said I could have a bite.
"Oh, yes."
Thank you. And she takes a spoon and she gums it. She really doesn't have any teeth left. But it's berries and yogurt. That's easy enough to do. She goes, very good. Now you two enjoy. She passes the bowl back.
And he holds it for Hafdis, but of course, he looks at you and says, "Okay, I'm going to eat so that you can eat, okay?"
And I think the movements are mirrored.
Yeah.
Every bite, every movement of the hand, just she uses her other hand to do so. But they swallow at the same time. They smile at the same time.
Breathe at the same time. And all of his mind is making sure that what he eats can also sustain her. Because she also needs to eat.
The Völva says it's going to be a fun midsummer.
This is good. You know, Umik wants to send me away to the Eastern Settlement where our grandparents are.
Oh, don't worry, that won't happen. And she reaches around Halfdis to give you a reassuring pat. It's very weak, but she gives you a pat nonetheless.
You belong here.
I do. My grandparents are there, and they're bad.
And you don't have to worry.
Well, I have news for you.
Oh, I love news. Please enlighten me. You're a good boy, Benedict.
Thank you. Otto dreams sometimes now.
Oh, very good. That is good. I had a vision that we would all be getting more dreams recently. Gifts from Yggdrasil.
Tell me if there's anything I need to do to help everyone dream.
I will. I'm sure there will be much for all of us to do here before midsummer, as we are going to deliver the settlement into an age of prosperity.
How will we do that?
It's a ritual. Usually on midsummer we have the bonfires. Well, they're much smaller here because of the lack of wood, but there's other things that we can do to add on to that.
I have a question. And I don't want to say because it'll upset my mother, but
it's okay. Your mother is not here right now. You can ask any questions you like, Benedict.
There's less food than before?
Yes, that is a problem.
It's getting colder?
It is. Do you know why that is?
No, but I was reading the book. The books from the church.
Those books, yes.
They used to send us things, and they have not sent us things.
They did. Do you know why that is?
No, but the books say they should send us things, and they have not.
They have not. And I can tell you why it is getting colder and there is less food. We are drifting, Benedict. This land that we are on is drifting. It is drifted from Midgard, and it is on the cusp of Nilfheim.
How do we fix this? But is that why the boats haven't come? Because they can't find us?
That is partially why. We've not gotten anyone new in the settlement since Otto arrived. That's 6 years ago or so? 8 years? Something like that.
And he came through a storm?
He did?
On his boat?
I mean, he did.
Can we make another storm for more people?
Yes.
We are going to open... She, glazes over for a second. The Bifrost. We are going to open the Bifrost. We are going to return to Midgard.
And that will keep us everyone safe?
It will be so much food and warmth, joy and security, once we are fully returned to Midgard.
And all the honey we can eat.
All the honey you can eat.
Is the reason why we can see the world serpent and things are so strange is because we are drifting away?
Did Torvi see something
Yes.
in the bay.
She did, yes.
And I
She told
pretend
me.
to act surprised when she tells me.
So, we're drifting away and we have to come back?
Yes, we have drifted. We've long been drifting, and it is just cannot drift fully. I've been gifted visions on how to save us.
Wait. Is it unsafe to be in the water? Because I don't want Otto to be unsafe, or we can make him not fish for a week or two if that will help. I don't
Fishing
want him to
is
get
fine.
lost.
The sailing is fine. It is all connected to this land. This land is drifting. We have to bring it. We have to anchor it. We have to make an anchor
Okay.
to tether ourselves to Midgard.
And he just reaches out to take Hafdis's hand. I won't let you float away.
Oh,
I don't float away. I'm always there where you are. This is good. We can travel on the Bifrost, and we can get everything we ever wanted, and you can read all the books you ever wanted.
When we come back to Midgard on that Bifrost, can Hafdis come with me so that everyone can see her too?
And she glazes over again and she goes, "You and Hafdis will be reunited, yes.
This is good.
Everyone will be able to see your sister once we have crossed the Bifrost."
Because not everyone sees her, and that's
It's
sad.
very tragic. Your mother and Torvi are getting better about being able to spot, but they are still learning. Still have so much to learn.
My mother said that if the people from the Eastern Settlement come, I cannot speak to them of Hafdis.
Oh, well, it's because they are even worse than everyone else here is. They cannot see anything. They could not see their hand if it was in front of their face.
If they can't see me, we can play tricks on them.
As long as it's not mean tricks.
No, they'll be fine.
Okay. Come, we should take you in. It's...
Yes. We
Night
need
air.
to decide who the most important people will be in the ceremony, and I need to announce things. Oh, would you help me up?
yes.
Benedict?
And he very clumsily helps her get up. But again, he has not grown into his body, and his body is far too big for his frame. And you can tell that as he moves, he does have, like, pain. Like, his body is never really free from pain because of the way that he's grown too fast and too much. But he's pretty... as long as his sister's around, he doesn't really feel it so much. You know what I mean? It's not that much of a problem as long as his sister's
Twin
around.
bonds are very strong.
And he helps take the Völva back to the warm home that they all share.
And there's a quick little, she goes, "I'll be polite." And she does a little rap at the door with her stick. You guys hear the jingling as trinkets and shells knock against the door before it
Yeah.
opens.
Yeah, Tanya will go to the door and wasn't expecting you tonight. Come in. Have you eaten?
I had a bite of yogurt. It was very good. Berries, very fresh.
I'll get another serving for you. Come on.
Yes, thank you. So sweet, child. And she hobbles on in. And as she does, you see the sun is starting to peek out between the clouds a little bit, as it's just that fine mist now.
Yeah, she'll shut the door quickly and probably put like a... I imagine they've got like a draft excluder of some sort, something woven by Benedict, with like heavy sand in it. She shoves that against the door to stop it rattling and keep the warmth in, and gets the Völva settled, and warm drinks and a small serving of dessert for her.
Oh, thank you. I do love those berries. Fresh in season. Torvi, Umik, you're here as well. She says, but she does not look surprised at all.
It's good to see you.
Yes, likewise. She takes a nice warm sip of probably just warmed up beverage. Some warm milk, probably. Goes, yes. Very good, very good. How are things for everyone?
Tavi gives a little head tilt to her brother.
Oh, Mick, how are things?
I'm relatively well. There's, aside from a few disturbances in the village, most things are relatively quiet. So hopefully we'll have some good news. Looks back at his sister here and Otto here soon.
Probably Godric throws something at Benedict, and he's like,
Yeah.
Boys, not playing at the table.
Sorry, ma'am.
You're excused. Go along.
The scoot of the stool immediately as he goes and drags his brother with him.
Bjorn, Ulfa. Go on.
Okay. They politely scoot their stools out and grab a couple toys, look like some fake, some wooden knives or swords or something. Probably knives. It's probably driftwood. They might have to get burned this winter, but for the summer they have them to play with.
Mm-hmm. Sorry about that.
Just pat on the chair for Huff to sit on. That now that my younger twins have gone.
She sits down. You see her. Somehow there's more honey and more berries in an actually empty bowl that she's happily eating. And her legs are dangling from the stool.
Anybody else would probably just see Benedict's legs dangling from the stool, and he is eating exactly in time with his twin sister.
So good news. And she look again. She says in a surprised tone, but her face has no surprise on it. Looking in response to Umik. I see. Well, I do hope you let an poor old woman know this is good news.
It has yet to be seen, but
Yeah. Managed to bring in 5 seals. This is good
That
news.
is good news. Yes, we will need that for midsummer.
Yes, what are the plans for this one?
Yes, let me tell you all, since I have my 2 darling princesses here, I might as well tell you now. I have been away for the past couple of weeks to go out and try to receive more clarity in my visions. And I have received clarity, indeed. We are going to perform additional celebrations and rituals this solstice.
Okay.
Sure, you all have noticed. This summer has been getting shorter and colder every year.
Seas are getting worse as well. Storms
Seas are getting
are
worse.
more-
Food has been drying up, more unable to grow. Even the livestock are not doing as well. And that is because we have been drifting closer and closer to Niflheim.
Tavi looks horrified at the mention of Niflheim.
I know.
Why? Why is this happening?
That is, I do not know the why. I only know that we are. Perhaps it is a punishment upon our ancestors, a curse. This land is cursed, but I have been gifted with a vision to show us how to open the Bifrost and bring us back to Midgard. Anchor us securely in a realm of much more prosperity.
But how?
We will need to collect some materials. You know, the solstice is the day in which the veil between us and the world tree is at its thinnest. The solstices, and we cannot wait for winter solstice. You know, it is going to be a worse winter than we have seen in a long time. I'm sure you've noticed the ice hasn't even melted as far as it did last summer.
We should gather these soon. Surely.
Yes, I have a list, and she feels around. She's got a lot of pouches dangling off her belt. She goes, yes, this one. And she pulls out a stone, which she has carved, chiseled some basic runes into to write up basically a shopping list of materials, and she hands it to Torvi. Here you are, my child. Lots of herbs, and then the usual solstice preparations. So some herbs, woods to make bonfires. Usually they're not very bonfire-like. They're usually pretty campfire-like, but lit along specific places on the shore. She has also, she goes, do you have a bowl, an empty bowl, a dry bowl? Or plate?
Of course.
Plate
Give me a
would be
minute.
better.
I go and Tanya goes into the kitchen and probably quickly has to rinse off a plate because literally everybody in the Gran has come to dinner today.
Yep.
So I'm not rich in pottery. So she'll clean one really quickly and set it down in front of
She'll pull out a
Völva.
pouch and pour out sand into it and smooths it out, and then she takes a feather and she draws the coastline of the town. Little dots where all the little farmsteads are. Because usually we put the midsummer bonfires, and she puts a couple of more dots. But not this year. This year we need to arrange them differently to welcome in the Bifrost. And she smooths out those little divots in the sand, and she draws a different pattern. Usually you just do them along the coast and the rivulets, along bodies of water to ward off evil spirits. This one, she has more of a perimeter around the settlement.
Okay.
And then a spiral in the center.
Based on what? I'm sure Torvi is thinking the same thing. Based on what we know about mythology and the occult, is there any meaning that we can derive from this particular setup with our rudimentary knowledge
That's so
compared
crazy.
to the Völva?
Yeah, she's
We're
rocking
only
a
minoris, if you
75
will.
in occult. Could you actually it's more like an 80. Could you roll me occult checks, ladies?
Yes.
Ooh,
Ooh!
big numbers.
Oh my
Hard
gosh,
success.
a hard success and an extreme success. So, with those successes, you, we'll go with Torvi first, the hard success, and then I'll give additional information for the extreme. So, looking at the spiral, a spiral is often used to focus energies into a point. You figure, if she's trying to open a Bifrost, this is probably the focal point, and the perimeter is gotta be the radius to have this drawn in. This is the center, this is the circumference. That's probably your best guess, is using the spiral as the center point. With your extreme success, Tanya, you notice a little bit more than that. It's not just a perimeter. It's not this is the center and this is the circumference. It's a little more than that. You notice it's not an exact circumference. There's a specific number with your extreme, you notice that there's a specific number of fire dots based on the populations of the people who live on each farm. So yes, there's a couple dots for each farm, but the farms with more people have more dots. You notice it actually would probably be about a small fire. She said not bonfire, a small fire. something even as small as a torch for each person, for each life. That would be dwelling there, with the spiral as the focal point.
Would we, with this setup then, would we all need to carry a torch? Or would they just be in the ground?
In the ground is fine, carried is also fine, but we will need hands to do other things, so as long as it is on your fire is on your land, everything will be fine.
Benedict, I'll need you to weave some extra cloth to make the torches. Is that all right?
Yes, I like weaving most.
That's good. We will also need some weaving. We'll need the finest loom in town to use to weave ourselves into the Bifrost, to weave the threads together, the threads of fate. We need to concentrate it here. And she points to the spiral again with her little feather, this plate of sand. You'll need
Who has the finest loom in town? And is
you
it
guys
belong
do.
to some...
Oh, wow.
Because you guys have multiple looms, but you have one really big one that would be used to make bolts of fabric, rugs, larger sails, probably even. You would have the biggest loom in town. And then you have smaller ones to make clothing and, rags and that kind of thing.
Okay.
You
I'm
need
happy
that.
to weave.
Excellent, very good. Yes, we will need to weave as part of our ritual.
Right.
Tanya, Torvi, I can trust you to gather all the herbs on the list.
Yes.
Umik and Otter, we will also need some particular animals for parts. There will be some divination required, and
I'm
other
sure we
things.
can find whatever you need, as long as we have a list. Me and Umi can probably track them down.
Very good. Yes. We will need some puffins for sure, feathers, and she lists some native Greenlandic things. And she goes, we will need Tanya. Which of your boys is it that likes playing with the bugs?
Oh, that would be. 1 second. Bjorn. Bjorn likes playing with bugs. Godric would probably be good to take out for hunting and things like that. If you need anything else.
Yes, we will need some puffins. We will need one of each type of essence of life: a bird, a fish, a small animal. She goes on, and you're familiar with this. She is wearing a piece of each type of animal on the earth as part of her regalia. Usually carved little bone trinkets and stuff, but some feathers as well, and leathers and different animals and things. She goes, so if Bjorn could gather, we will need some spiders. They've been prolific this season, but we will need some spiders to get some silk, some spider silk. Very fine.
All right, I'll set the boys on that then.
Very good.
How long do
very
we have before we slip away into Nilfheim?
We will not make it to winter solstice if we do not interfere. Which is why we must act now. I feel like I have been granted clarity because the time is near for us to act.
Then we act.
Very good. Very good. And the spiders that she's acting, there's a lot of different bugs in Greenland because they're some of the only things that live in Greenland. But there's these Arctic wolf spiders. They're about 1.5 inches, so about this big. Those would probably be the easiest to catch.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, I'll talk to you, Bjorn, then later. When I'm sure he'll run into me as I am on my way out. Now, she glazes over. Yes, now then, is there anything anyone has to give input on or tell me, I will gather my thoughts more. I'm just walking back from my vision quest, so I figured I would stop in, check in on my 2 darling apprentices.
Is there anything that me and Tori need to do
Yes, you will
in
need
particular?
to come with me. We're going to... I've been negligent in some of your studies, I am afraid. But we are going to establish your... which realm you specialize in for your Seder. We're going to... And I know I've been having you all meditate on which, if it's mind, body, spirit, or weave, but we will determine which one is your speciality, and that will be a part, whichever it is that you are proficient in, will be part of the ritual. I will give you a special task.
Can I study Seder too?
Seder is only for women, I'm afraid, Benedict. Haftis, though, I could teach her some things. And she smiles at the empty chair next to Benedict.
I would like that.
Excellent, excellent. Well then, since there isn't any more news, unless... She looks at Torvi.
I'll walk you back home.
Oh, no need for that when there's so many young ones running about.
Tommy's already out of her chair.
Oh,
I
I
Tori,
insist.
can you grab that couple of jars up there? It's joint ointment for...
Oh, so kind, child. I do need to
Well, you
talk to
taught me.
Bjorn about how many spiders he needs to catch. though.
I'll go and get him. I'll go and fetch him.
Thank you, Tanya. You hear creaking as she stands, and it's not the seat that she was in. And picks up her staff again. Chink, tink. Adds the jars onto little loops on her belt. Heads out the door. She goes, and as she's going, Torvi. My apprentice, I do not appreciate avoidance of anything.
I'm avoiding this room and that's it. Come on.
A Völva should not be afraid of anything. Should not avoid things, conversations, topics, emotions.
So at this point,
And that's
Willow
like
left.
as you're going out the door.
Toby says, I'm not avoiding conversations or things. I'm trying to think how I feel about it.
You've been avoiding thinking about some things for some time.
Okay, yes. But this one, it's kind of sprung on me. I guess not really, but it
Not
kind of
really.
was. I don't know. I barely know this man.
Did I tell you I was married once?
No.
Oh, it was long before you were born. Probably even before maybe not your mother, but she would have been a very small girl.
What was he like?
He was fine. He existed.
I think Toby just dies laughing. And that was okay? You just... I mean, I suppose so. You're still here.
He was not of the Christian persuasion, however. It was, in this settlement at the time, it was good to appear to be so, and so we were both pagan, and darling, it's totally fine to live with a man in our belief system. That's Christians are not so okay with it, but it's fine. And eventually, it was just fine all the time, and we said, why not do the hand fasting? It might as well at this point.
I mean, I suppose so.
It gets cold some nights, Torvi.
Well, yeah, so I just have extra fur.
Fur only goes so far. I mean, I'm a widow too. Tanya doesn't want him. You avoid things, you know.
By all means, Völva, you take him.
Oh, dear. You still have so much of your life left. I'd hate to leave him a widower. I fear I don't have much longer left in this realm.
I have plenty time left.
She creaks.
Tobian, ignoring that she's like 90 degrees and creaking.
She's also above 90. She's got so many negatives to all of her physical stats. So many negatives.
150 power, right? She's
got a lot of power. Not 150.
I'm sure she does.
Some things do. Not her. And she goes, all right, I'll stop heckling you. But sometimes you need a good heckling. It's what you do to your apprentices. Think about it, dear, and remember, he's gone most of the time.
That's what Tanya said. But
My husband was also a fisherman, and he was gone a lot too. Most men here are. Umik's a rarity. He does not go off fishing often.
he doesn't do much often except his job. And look
He
after
helps
that.
with the livestock. Helps
Yeah.
your mother.
Yeah. Why is no one heckling Umik for a wife?
Well, it's you or Tanya. I mean, everyone else is already basically hitched. Well, there are a couple girls about to come of age soon.
I won't do that to him.
No, it's Tanya or one of the girls was about to come of age. I promise he'll be heckled soon. I think your mother's more worried about you.
Seems to be. I'd be more worried about the fact we're drifting to Niflheim.
We have been for some time. She does that.
I mean, it makes sense why I saw Jormungandr today then.
Oh, you saw the great serpent? That is definitely a sign of drifting closer to a realm of Michigan zones out. Yes, that makes sense.
All right. And we'll just, just little chit chat here and there about picking up the herbs and stuff and drop her off.
Yeah, she gives you a big list. She gives around. Oh, and I remembered we're also going to need this. We have some ivory left from the walrus hunt in the earlier summer. I need you, You're the only one here right now, so I'll put you in charge of this. You don't have to do it yourself, but you or Tanya need to carve some runes. I need one of each, made of ivory, and then also of bone.
Ivory and bone?
2 sets, yes. It'd be very important. We are going to do some divination, and we are going to cast and see. Someone is going to be a very important part of this ritual. And we need to see who that person is. You'll cast for it, and you will have to divine who it is.
Okay. So runes, bone, ivory.
Yes.
Long list of herbs.
Yes. Then the boys have their list. If they have questions, send them to come get me. I'll repeat it.
They'll have questions.
I'm sure they will. Men usually do. They usually don't ask them, though.
Usually quiet?
Usually do, yes. Men don't like admitting they don't know things, so they don't prefer not to ask as many questions as they probably should.
Okay. Well, maybe you're bringing me around on this marriage thing.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. Great selling point. Thank you, Völva. And Torvi's going to say,
Yes.
right, I should get back.
All All right. Thank you for walking me home. Yeah, now stop avoiding things and have a think on your feelings. And she gives you a little pat on the elbow, probably, because that's what she can reach. She can't reach very high.
Torvi will return it. Torvi is terrified of touching this woman in case she explodes.
She's so fragile. She's
So
so
Torvi just very
fragile.
gently, like, pats her back and then
You don't want to
heads
know how
off.
many hit points she has. It's real
Nope.
low.
I
It's
can
real
count them
low.
on one hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. And on the way back, she's mulling over what the Völva has been saying to her.
She's like, cohabitation, it's fine.
It's just men.
Just men. Yeah. And back at the house, Torvi has noped the fuck out, leaving just Tanya, Benedict, Umik, and Otto after dinner. The boys, you hear the rowdy twins outside.
Tanya is a little bit lost in thought.
You've had a bunch of news just kind of dropped on you for the ceremony, and the bowl of sand is
yeah.
still there for your reference as well.
Yeah, I think her eyes are on the bowl of sand and then on the space that the Völva was occupying, and I think her mind goes to those sort of blank glazed spots that the Völva was showing, and knowing that, or feeling that she needs to steer us for the road ahead. Tanya will begin cleaning the table and going into the kitchen and probably towards her preparation medicinal area. And she's probably going to try and produce some sort of, because I have potion making. Isn't that really fun?
You sure do.
I do. I think Tanya would like to try and produce kind of a tonic of clarity or something to drink that might fortify the mind of the Völva for the journey and the trials ahead.
Certainly. Could you roll me a potions check?
Sure.
Hard success. Yeah, you think you've made a nice little remedy, a nice herbal remedy, a little potion, with which that will provide some mental clarity. Lots of roots, some seaweed.
Yeah. It doesn't taste. It tastes foul, but it's good.
Tastes foul.
Like
It
most medicine.
smells foul.
Smells horrendous. Texture wrong, but it's good. It's good.
You know she won't care. Woman could whoop anything down. She's
Woman's got no teeth left. She does not give a single fuck.
no fucks.
No
Zero
fucks given.
fucks.
And I think she'll probably corner Bjorn, and it's perpetually light out, right?
You have 3 hours of sundown.
Okay.
Ish. Yeah. You get 2 hours of sunset, 1 hour of dark, 21 hours of daylight.
Yeah, she'll
So it's
she'll corner
bright
Bjorn,
outside.
probably away from the rest of the kids. Probably take them outside, check on what they're doing.
It looks like they're throwing rocks in mud puddles. You know what 10-year-olds do after it's rained.
Bjorn, come here a second, boy.
Mama? Okay.
And she'll probably take him to sit by a small pile of rocks. That seems it's an area that's well tended to, with kind of a hewn stone bench, and it is where a certain somebody's remains are buried, and it tends to be a place that Tanya goes to quite often to sit. And she'll pat the bench for Bjorn to sit with her for a moment.
Okay.
You're nearly a man full grown, Bjorn, and
Yeah.
men full grown have certain responsibilities that come with getting as big as you
Do I
are.
have to get married?
No,
No, Benedict's
no.
not even married yet.
She gives a smile. Yes, I know. It's not about
If I
marriage.
do have to get married, can I marry Torvi?
If she'll have you.
I think I've got to compete with Otto, though.
That's... You know what? A bit of the competition is healthy.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm not talking about no marriage, all right? You're not
Okay.
leaving me just yet. You're not allowed to be away from your mum just yet.
Okay, that's good.
But I've got a job for you to do.
I hope she waits for me.
She just ruffles Bjorn's hair. Like, reaches up because he's huge as well.
Yeah, he's sitting down, so yeah, it's a little better, but yeah.
Midsummer's coming up. And this year's going to be special.
Yeah?
And we've got some special preparations to do.
Yeah?
Yeah, and
Okay.
I know how good you are with finding the critters in the house.
Yeah, I got one out for before dinner earlier, so because I know you don't like them crawling on the table.
I don't like them crawling on the table, so you did a good job. What I need you to do is I need you to find some critters, but I need you to go and speak to the Völva. Okay?
Okay.
She'll tell you which critters you need to
Like
find.
right now?
Well, I've got something for her that I've just whipped up.
Okay.
So if you take that and just ask her what critters she needs,
Mm-hmm.
and when you know, come and tell me,
Okay.
and I'll get you a glass jar.
Okay.
Okay? We need to probably keep them alive for a bit.
Okay.
Okay. Can you do that?
Yes, I would leave right now.
And she'll give him a kiss on the side of the head and the tonic to take in a little
smiles
clay
and
pot.
Takes the little clay pot and he doesn't run off because he's not the middle set of twins. He'll carefully walk away, like holding it close so that if he falls, it's he can protect it. It's very rocky. It's not easy terrain to navigate.
No.
And he'll head off towards the Völva's house. A little jog.
I think
every now and then.
I think Tanya will probably stay outside a bit longer, looking. Eventually, probably getting onto the ground a little bit and just picking some of the weeds that might be growing around the pile of rocks. And
It should be two little headstones. Yeah.
One's much better tended to than the other, and it's the one that she's tending to. I don't think you'd like going back over the ocean, would you, eh? I already moved you once, and I know where you go, or where your brother goes, you'll be with him. It looks like your brother's stuck with me. I think that's for the best, isn't it? She keeps pulling the roots out. It's hard when they all talk about you. It's like you're here and you're not. And 15 years and it's it doesn't stop, does it? That's not your problem, that's mine. It's my problem. It's my thing to deal with. And it makes him so happy, to talk about you. And all the other boys, they've got each other. And I can't take anything else away from him. He's just, we've lost Dad. I hope you're looking after him. Or giving him an earful. God. The Bifrost. And she'll stay out there for a bit.
There's a little drop of rain that falls on your hand while you tend to the weeds.
And it's a clear sky at this point.
Yeah.
And Haftis stands there and wipes her face. And you probably can't hear it. But she says, "You'll see me soon. You'll see me soon. I'm sure of it."
And I think she'll sort of let the tear, like the water drop, just kind of run
Just a
over her
faint
hand.
whisper on the wind of "You'll see me soon."
God's child, I see you all the time. And I see you in my dreams, and I see you when I look at Benedict. At times I wish he was a girl, I think he would have made a great daughter. Not that he's not a good son, but he's such a gentle boy. But I see how how small you were and how big he is, and how alike you looked. And I'm sure that when I see you again properly, I'll recognize you right away. And she lets a teardrop fall, and she gets up, probably wipes her eyes a little bit. Right, come on. I've got a job to do. And yeah, she puts back on her face. She's fine. She goes back into the house. She's bustling around, looking after everybody, taking care of things, hounding children, probably refilling Otto's cup for the last time and going, "That's your lot for the night." All right.
And I think when Mom was away,
I was gonna say, when Torvi fled the scene and Tanya went out to go collect Bjorn, it was just the men in the house, just Umik, Otto, and Benedict.
And Benedict pulls out a piece of parchment that he's written on. So I'm not a good fisherman or hunter or many things, but I have been reading the books, and I've written a letter that we should take, or someone, or I don't know how to get it, to the King of Norway. And he just puts the piece of paper onto the table.
You have written a letter to the King of Norway.
Yes.
Well, first of all, it's good that you can read and write, I think.
Very good, in fact. Umik's clearing the table. Well, the table's already been cleared by Tanya, but he's cleaning the dishes and making sure they're dried off and put away.
My grandparents would talk about numbers and money and all these things, but they everything is something. But we are owed things from the King of Norway, and we have no food or nails, or they're supposed to bring us nails and iron and things so we can live, and they have not. So I have made a letter to the King of Norway for us, saying that they should send us things, because that is one thing I can do. I can write things. So, but I don't know how to get the letter to the King of Norway.
That is difficult. We would have to get it to him somehow, hand it to him. And that is even if he reads it. A lot of people may try to stop such a thing.
Quite. First, we would have to get this to the Eastern Settlement, which still receives shipments. And then it would probably be looked over by the local priest. They may destroy the letter right there. But if it got past them, it would be put along with the next shipment that went out from them. It would make its way, if the ship survived, to Iceland. Then probably stay at the local magistrate's house or the house of worship there for a time, and then be forwarded on to Norway. And should it make that trip, would stay in another magistrate's house or house of worship, and then maybe it would make its way to His Majesty.
It's a lot of steps.
It is not to discourage you, Benedict. Just to tell you that what you are asking for is a miracle. But miracles do happen. And you shouldn't stop writing.
Because he's supposed to send us things, yes? And he's not.
But you said the other settlement was getting more. Shipment, maybe they're getting more and not giving to us.
No, it's because the settlement is bustling and politics are politics.
Don't see why that stops us getting iron that we are owed.
All it takes is for the right, or in this case, wrong men, to make a deal And good men and women go hungry.
But that's not
That
fair.
is the way of things.
But it's not fair.
Do not let it be the way of things. I will take your letter to the king. Here. Yeah, he puts out a hand.
And he hands it to you quickly, and you can tell that he just wants to hug you, but he doesn't because he's just trying to be a brave man right now. And he hands you the letter, and he folds it, and he hands it to you.
Keep this close, and as soon as I have opportunity to go back over to Iceland when the storm is less bad, I shall hand it to them myself. How does this sound?
Thank you, Otto, because it's not fair, and we are here by ourselves, and people die in the winter, and so we each do our job, right? And the king should do his job.
He should. You're right. You have a good heart and a good mind with all your reading and writing.
Thank you.
You should go and make your next move. I made mine earlier for you.
Okay. And Benedict pops up and he rushes out to like where our covering is, like it's like our barn, right? Our covered barn.
Yeah,
so he can go and
It's adjacent to the house because you need the heat from the livestock to survive the winter.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's empty right now
Barn.
because it's summer and all the animals are kicked out to graze. So.
And like barn is generous, but he's gonna go off so he can go and make his move on the game and sort of study the board and decide where to go. Mm-hmm.
I think as he's doing that,
gentlemen by themselves.
Yeah. I think as he is alone, he will fold up the letter and put it in, sort of a little satchel or something that he's got. The boy is ambitious. He's too kind.
It is important to give him hope, but do you need to be that kid's hero?
I'm no hero. I am just here to look after him after his father died tragically in the ocean.
You are a hero in his eyes. That is not to be denied by anyone. Even you.
A little hope gets him through the winters.
There's hope
Is
and
that
then there's
so bad?
expectations. He's put you on a pedestal, and when that pedestal falls, you will fall with it.
Then I don't fall. That's easy.
Otto. Negative things happen to us eventually. The darkness always comes. When it comes for you, it's going to come doubly for him. The responsible thing is to give him measured expectations. He still talks
Right.
about his sister, for heaven's sakes.
It gives him comfort to think that she's around still. Something
That's what
many
I'm
of us
saying.
don't get. And he is a soft boy. He will never go to the ocean. He will never be a warrior. His mom will not let him out of her sight.
If the church was still here, sent him off with the church. He would have fit in perfectly. Books,
Great.
a regiment, he would have taken to it like a fish to water.
I agree. But I do not believe the church is the place that his mother would want him to be.
You know,
She
you
will
know,
not relinquish control of him right now.
I'm afraid of what's going to happen to that boy.
I think he'll do just fine.
Also, you've set yourself up to have an excellent excuse to not marry my sister. Going off and delivering a letter to the King of Norway, no less.
As far as an excuse goes for dodging anything, that's quite a good one.
And that's what Tanya walks back into hearing is what an excuse you've got to not marry my sister, and then Otto's response. Yep,
You're muted. Allison, you're muted.
I want to
we
hear
go.
your snarky comebacks.
Yeah, she'll come in and she'll have a look over the table and see it's clean and give him like a bit of a nod. And she'll kind of turn to you, Otto, and go, "Oh, so you're going to loiter around here a bit longer then?"
Yes, I will continue to be a waste of your space and bring things now and then.
At
I'm
least
here
you're
to
honest.
help look after you.
We're fine, by the way.
I know.
What's
I'm
wrong
here.
with her objections? I understand completely. Your objections is what I have a problem with. What's wrong with Torvi?
I have never objected.
Right then,
I've
so
never
it
been
should go
asked.
ahead.
Yeah, it does not seem like Torby wants anything of this sort. Besides,
Well, you should be more convincing. That's a man's job, isn't it?
my job
To
is
at least
sell,
entice.
entice.
Well, you've done a poor job so far.
Thank you.
It wasn't a compliment, Otto. Perhaps it's your drinking that's putting her off.
No.
If it is my drinking that is putting them off, then I am sorry to say this will never end. I am a drinker. That is what I do. And then I sail. And then I drink some more.
It's not the drinking. It's my sister would prefer a bear than a man.
Or we can make Otto hairier. Just get him to stop shaving.
I like this, he says, rubbing his smooth chin. Makes me
Nice square
distinguished,
jaw.
I think.
Yeah.
Nice square jaw.
Chiseled.
No, it's... For as long as I have known her, she has had her mind towards anything but boys.
She has many things to do. I can understand her focus being elsewhere. We have spoken now around 8 words, at least me to her. She spoke many, but that was a story, and that does not count, I think.
Speaking as the only person who has been married here, she says, looking pointedly at the both of you.
There's a nod. There's a sheepish nod.
Words are often optional, and actions do far better in a marriage than any amount of blathering and hot air will.
Very well,
And you
when
can't
I am-
live here forever, Otto. It's indecent.
Is it?
Yes.
That's her excuse. Just get out.
If you do not want me here, I can find somewhere else. If you need me to. I do not wish to be a burden. I am
Well,
here
you'll
to
be in the
help look
barn
after
and
you.
you're not, but the next winter we have to bring you indoors. And quite frankly, I think it's time for you to move out by this winter.
Very well. Then I shall. I
And-
shall find somewhere nearby to be.
Yes,
so that I
with
may help.
Torvi.
If Torvi
Apparently there's a
so
nice
wishes.
settlement just near where she likes to be, and you'll still be around. Benedict's not going to miss you.
If you
No.
say yes, it matches up with all the events for Midsummer. You have the hand fasting, middle of the day. You'll have all the building built beforehand. You can have all of the wedding, the hand fasting festivities right after and before the evening ceremonies. It will give you time, but also it will give you an excuse to, should you both be incredibly nervous about everything, go and do something else that evening.
It's a very good point, Lomi.
Maybe I shall speak with Torvi. I do not wish to be a burden on you. And it sounds like you're very keen for me to be a part of your family, Umik.
I don't really get much of a say in anything that my family does.
That sounds
This is
like
my
a
mother's
yes.
doing.
Ah. Well, I was looking forward to at least having a good brother.
You'll have a brother. Good is debatable.
I shall consider it, if it is something that Torvi wishes.
But as
Try
we
not
mentioned, Torfi.
to
Mhm.
get stabbed by something on the way there.
Torva, you're walking back from the Völva's house. Bjorn is running up, walking up very quickly, holding a little clay vessel. Passes you. Goes, 2 years, Torvi. 2 years.
Till what?
And he passes to go to the Völva's house.
2 years. 2 years. And she's mulling on that. Well, like, what the hell does he mean? And she makes it back up to Tanya's house.
Yep.
Lets herself in, because I imagine she just does that.
Absolutely.
And as soon as she sees Tanya, she goes, Bjorn said 2 years. What does that mean?
I
Strange.
feel like that's an awkward situation that she just walked into because they were just having that whole conversation.
Yep.
Torvi, we should probably speak.
She was about to take off.
They were able to talk without you.
She was about to take off like her scarf and everything, and she's like, throws it back on. Okay.
Should we go somewhere where these two cannot hear? It is private talk, I
Yes.
think.
And she gives Umik like a, what the hell have you been saying while I've gone? I'll kill you when we get home.
Actually, Tanya's going to ask Umik if he's okay to come with her and help butcher some of the seals up, because they still need to be dealt with.
That sounds like a plan. Let's do that.
You two don't need to go anywhere. You can stay right here.
Until winter.
She pours you a drink.
He smiles at that. Finally, another drink.
And I think while Torvi's looking
So
for
much
escape,
fermented milk.
you know, she'll say to you, you're not a burden, but you don't belong here forever.
I know. I just wanted to make sure that I helped as much as I could.
You
If this is the way to do it, then so be it.
can still help while you're my neighbour. You don't need to live with me, for crying out loud.
I live with the sheep.
In summer. Anyway. She makes sure that drink is done. Remember, entice. And she'll go herd Umik outside and
Go butcher some seals.
yeah, go butcher some seals.
All very clean kills. So nice, easy butchering.
But
She's
Torvi
made it
is
easy.
Dispensed with her outer layers, and she sits down across from Otto, and her like her smock, her dress is like about elbow length. And you see that her arms are also similarly heavily scarred like her face.
So, everyone is very keen on us marrying.
Yes, everyone.
I must admit, I've not been able to get to know you ever in these last years. I think today is the most I've heard you speak. The story was very well told.
Thank you. You've always been at sea, or I've been busy.
True enough. You're people of two very busy lives.
Yep. Though everyone is trying to convince me that wouldn't be a problem.
I see. They are also trying to convince you that would make sense. Your brother is very insistent that your mother is very insistent.
Yeah. My mother is a forceful woman in her way. And Umik, he means well. He's just trying to do what he thinks is best. And I should say for the record, I don't hold anything personal against you.
That is
You
good to
seem
hear.
nice. You have a nice face.
As do you.
And Torvi gives like a little because her nose is like sideways. And
That's fine. Like, I'm a sailor. I prefer people who have seen the world, who have fought in it.
what about a bear?
That's impressive.
Didn't feel like it at the time.
But you won.
Yeah, just.
That's pretty impressive.
And Tommy doesn't know how to take a compliment, so she's kind of like, oh, like, ooh. That's. Umik was that too. He killed it too. It wasn't just me.
Still 2 people versus a bear. You did good. You survived more than many people who have encountered a bear can say. They usually are just gone.
True.
And you have many stories now.
Yeah, I suppose I do. Yeah. So it wouldn't bother you?
The stories, no.
No, the having a wife that's scarred and mangled.
I see no such thing.
Other people do.
That is for their business.
Okay.
You say I am a good man, and I am trying my best to be so, but I have my own past. I hope it never comes back.
What did you do?
Things in another land. This is why I'm reluctant to do anything such as settle down, as they say, but...
He says that. That is
Tanya
the exact answer that your mother always gives when you ask, so why did we move to Greenland? She's like, oh, your father did things in another land.
Uh-huh.
Still,
Hey, guess what? You raised in it. It's normal.
that life is behind me, and I will be honest, Tanya will kick me into the cold by winter, which is understandable. I have been taking too much of their space, and their sons are huge.
Yeah.
I do not wish to have an answer now. We both need to consider things.
Well, I need to say no, otherwise I'll overthink. I will marry you if you want. And I can't promise that I will love you. I can't promise that it will be a happy little family, but your hearth will always be warm. You'll always have food and drink and shelter and a bed to come home to.
And I can promise only the same. All I ask is that you have stories for me.
I'm never sure of a story.
The door flies
Famous.
open. Mama! Oh. Hi, Torvi. And he looks at Otto, and usually Bjorn's a really well-mannered child, but he gives you a look, Otto. A little bit of a dirty look. He goes,
Bjorn, you catching spiders?
Yeah. He's got a big basket with him.
Very good.
Yeah. The Völva said to let you and Mom know that she wants to see you tomorrow, to figure out your, and he's like, words, Seder realm?
Thank you, Hugin.
Okay.
Okay, your mom's out back.
Okay, I'll let her know. Can I do anything for you, Torvi? Are you thirsty?
No, I'm good. I'm okay.
Are you cold? And he, gets a blanket and, has to put it on you.
She'll accept it, because, again, trying to make a kid feel useful.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Okay, you run.
He backs out of the room towards where Tanya and Umik are and goes, 2 years.
I don't know what he means by that.
Very ominous. Then, this has been good conversation.
I think we're up to 20 words now.
I think more, but I will be honest, I don't really do maths or writing or reading.
That's a good job I do.
True enough.
Well, I should get my brother and head home. Mother will be happy.
And I should help with the seals.
Tommy doesn't quite know how to exit this
That's fine.
conversation.
Yeah, I think neither does Otto as he just stood there like, well, I gotta stay here.
Tommy will go go to the back.
I did one thing though.
Mm.
It is about Benedict. He has been feverishly trying to get me to be with his mother, and I think he sees me as a father of sorts. I would still like to have a connection with him.
Of course.
So I should let him know.
That's okay.
Of course. Well, good night.
Good night.
Torva, you go to grab your brother.
Enticing.
Good job.
Umek, you see Torve come in. You covered in seal. The other
Yes, I am absolutely.
four
covered.
boys are being conscripted to help.
And Benedict is not helping slaughter animals as usual. He's off in the barn studying, the game and dreaming and talking to his sister.
Not long before Torvi gets there, Bjorn comes in and tells Tanya, our mama, the Völva wants to help you find your Seda realm tomorrow. Torvi and you are supposed to be there midday.
Then we'll be there midday.
Okay.
Good job.
She also said thank you for the potion.
I just hope it does her well.
Okay. He pulls out his knife and goes, all right. Gotta be a man. And he goes over to the seal.
Why don't you section off this, you can section off this blubber into strips.
Okay. He's
All right.
probably good to it.
There you go.
Um,
And I'll
That's when Torvi
probably
comes in.
find Torvi.
Yeah. comes
yeah,
in.
and she's got like a blush, because she's mortified by all of this. Like, it's not like a, oh my god, this is a hot guy blush. It's just like a, I'm so embarrassed, I want to die.
Yeah.
Blush.
Yeah. Definitely.
Where's my brother?
She just Josh's, but she does, the whole
he
sweep up
blends
and
in
down.
with all the tall boys. Yeah.
Yeah. He's being put to work, as all men should be.
Okay. I said
Are you-
yes.
Congratulations.
Why does my face feel hot?
I told him to be enticing, and he was. Maybe.
I don't know what happened. But yes, it's happening.
She
I said yes,
goes-
he said yes.
She goes over to you and she holds your hands, and you can feel the sort of strong, tiny hands grip yours. You'll be fine. You've tackled bears. You can handle him. He's not a bear.
Well, I think it kind of helped when I told him I killed a bear. He seemed to like that.
Men are funny creatures. They like different things.
Yeah. Anyway, we need to just get that out of the way, and then I can just carry on and do what I need to so we can stop drifting.
Do you believe it?
I do. Do you?
It's a lot, And I came from the other settlement. You know that. Everyone knows. It's hard to believe that we're getting further away from everything, and it's almost comforting. If it wasn't for the food, it wasn't for the food problem, it would be quite nice to be just us. Quite comforting. It's not a nice place out there. I'm sure you know as well as I.
Not really. I was very small when we came here. I don't remember anything.
From someone who remembers a lot. It's hard here. It's really hard. it's so much work just to be, but you get to sleep well knowing that you're surrounded by people that care about you, and that's priceless. Out there, God, it's lonely.
Well, we can still be, as we are. We'll just live in a land that isn't trying to kill us at any given time.
And there's a charm to it, I suppose.
I mean, I would like it to be warmer.
I would also like it to be warmer.
Yeah.
I do feel a bit, I probably no, I'm going to tell you. We should be fearless. I do feel a bit bad that I send Otto to sleep in the stables with the... Sometimes when it's really cold, I'm reluctant to bring him in. So I am glad, that he'll have a place to stay.
Yeah. Maybe in the meantime, we could just crash with the boys when it's cold.
Well, they take up they need their space. They're growing boys.
Okay.
It's fine in summer. It's just winter, I feel a bit worse, but that's fine now. I don't need to worry about that anymore. Thanks to you.
You're welcome.
I owe you.
You do.
Then you shall cash in a favour.
I'll hold on to that.
You can add it to the list, she says, just kind of giving you a bit of a nudge. You know I owe you so much.
You owe me nothing.
It's because you're my family, really. But still, you've taken in my lodger, and you have my gratitude, my favour, and I'm in your debt.
And Torvi doesn't, again, she's not great with words, except for when she's telling stories. So she just kind of hugs Tanya, but with the...
Yeah. Oh, it's all basically head planted just under your boobs, midriff kind of squeeze. Yeah, so again, surprisingly strong. It's a good almost sacral back crack that she gives you. And right then, go and collect your brother. You might want to teach him a little bit on how to butcher the seals. He's a little clumsy, despite
it's not his field of expertise. But, he's not all that bad.
We're not rich enough for mirrors, so don't start holding one up. This is not happening. I've done my bit. I've told you before. They're all there, she says, pointing to the group of boys.
I'm just saying.
I'm done. Okay, I am so done.
Shop is closed. Yeah.
Hey, well, if it gets cold. Umek!
It can go in the shed like the other one.
We're going home.
All right. You take care, lads.
Bjorn's like, no, we look like this. And he's trying to show you how to really get really close along the bone. He's pretty good at this.
You are far better at this, Bjorn, than I am. I don't butcher animals. I butcher other things.
Well, you can come by and I could teach you. But Torvi'd find that real impressive if I taught her brother how to do something.
I probably should finally learn how to do decent butchering, so I might take you up on that, Bjorn.
Okay. He gives you a
take it easy.
Firm handshake.
Good lad. See you later.
Okay. Bye, Torvi.
Bye.
Too far away to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And as everyone goes to their homes for the evening, and goes and lays down to sleep, everyone has a lovely dream. And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Okay.
Yay!
It was so wholesome.
It's been really nice.
Yeah. It's a beautiful start to a campaign.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go around. We're gonna say who we are, where we can find you, and highlights, favorite moments from tonight's game. And we will start in the same order we went. Trooper SJP, how is tonight for you, Benedict?
Hello, I'm Trooper SJP. Woo! I was playing Benedict, a Fiskerson, the eldest of the 3 pair of twins to the best mom ever. And, it was so lovely being here. And I will just say that I know that there's something bad coming in the future, and I know that bad thing are the tax collectors. I know that. I know that the only bad things that will happen in this game at all are tax collectors coming with their non-pagan business,
It's a theory.
and compounding interest, I guess. But you know what? I feel like we can take them. We can take the tax collectors. But you can find me. What is today? Today's Wednesday. You can find me on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern over on my channel, Trooper SJP, where I am running The Gamblers, our Traveler Pirates of Drinax campaign, and we have our lovely GM who's in that game. And you can also find me on Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern on a channel, Area Ninja, for like a 2-shot. It's a D&D thing. And then, Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern over on Other Doc's channel is the premiere of Season 2 of Lords of Gossamer and Shadow, which is a diceless game that is based off of Amber. And I'm playing basically Merlin, and who's a botanist. And you should come and see me in all those places. And you should also, of course, see me next week back. Well, actually not next week back here, because it'll be the hated tax collectors who are not wholesome, who will be here next week. But I just want to say, I want to give my love to everybody here at this table. Everybody's like, maybe cry like at least twice. And everybody's so I just want to give everybody a hug. And, my little shipping heart is like shipping in all different ways. And I appreciate that very much. Mwah.
Oh, thank you. You know who I appreciate very much? Haftis, your lovely twin sister. How was tonight for you?
I loved it. I have played with some of you, and I haven't played with Ali and Steven, so this was amazing. And I mean, I am blown away by the mum energy. I have the urge to clean my room for no reason whatsoever other than being in your presence.
Everyone watching needs to clean their room.
Oh.
All right? Everyone.
This is working.
Or else.
I hate it. But I love that everyone is coming across as clearly having the best interest at heart, just being different people with different needs and different ideas. But it is that family dynamic very much from the get-go that I really enjoy. And I just don't want to think about what comes next. And that means both the church and the horrors writ large. So, we'll find out together. But I'm very happy that you asked me kind of last minute to be here and to be dead, because
Yay!
that takes the horror out a little bit.
You have less to worry about than everyone else does, maybe just a little bit for now, at least.
For now.
Yeah.
Other than that, you can't find me anywhere other than in Scotland. I'm not doing any streamed games or anything. Those days are over until now. But I'm a tour guide here in Scotland, and my season's just starting, so I'll be in a different beautiful place every other week. You can follow my Instagram if you want to see the photos of it, which is
gorgeous.
hermit.on.tour, and Hermit on Blue Sky, but I'm relatively mute there.
Hermit, you could say.
Half-arsed one, because that was the original. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now and pass it on.
Anyway, someone who I would hate to have shut up would be Tanya. Bring that mom energy.
Oh, I've been bringing mom energy for like 2.5 hours. Cool. It's been awesome. I've really enjoyed watching everybody be really invested in making relationships and building that kind of connection between all the characters. It's been really nice to see, because it's going to be so good. It's going to be so... when it all comes crumbling down and we all care so much, and the knife is just going to twist so good. I can't wait. I think for the funniest moment, I think I loved watching my non-existent daughter slap kelp into Umik for dare mentioning to my boy that he needs to leave. I loved that. And I can't believe we have a fully realized ship in session 1 with Torvi and Otto like getting getting married. We're having a hand fast, isn't it? It's just such an exciting midsummer. I've got my boys who are getting, my boys' birthdays coming up, a hand fasting, something to save the realm, I guess. It's gonna be great. As for where you can find me, you can't really. I'm not an online persona. None of that.
You're mysterious.
I'm mysterious. I just enjoy being a nerd and playing the occasional game. So I'm a rare find, if you will. If you want to find me, actually, go on Laugh Little Indie's YouTube, and there will be a campaign years ago called Dex Curios that I played in, I think, and a couple of other one-shotty bits. So if you want to see more of me when I was probably about 3 stone thinner because pandemic, that's where to go. Otherwise, see me in 2 weeks. And it's been lovely seeing all of you. And do clean your rooms, really. It makes a difference. Don't, Susie. No. No hiding.
Someone who can't hide is Otto. How is tonight for you?
Yeah, I can't hide. I'm not very good at that. But aside from that, yeah, it was wonderful. I mean, it's been brilliant playing with everybody here. And yeah, it's been wonderful playing with so many new people as well. So thank you for this. I think so many good moments in this one. Just the absolute wonderful family moments have been very rife. But I love that each of the families of the 2 that are intertwined here have their own feel. It was so good seeing those come together and so organically work. I also think, I mean, special shout out specifically as well for Trooper Benedict was a joy. Just, my God, he's so sweet. He's going to crush me in this game. No matter what happens to this boy, it will upset me.
He has 25 whole sanity. He'll be fine.
Yeah, my sanity is 25, and I think it's fine. There's a reason why I can still see my sister. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's not bad, right? 25 is good, right?
Hey, 25 is better than 1.
Yeah.
That's math. Yeah, there you go.
The thing you said you can't do?
In character, definitely not. Out of character, I can at least go to 25. But yeah, so no, it's been wonderful. As for where you can find me, not many places. I do the voiceover for the Templin Institute on YouTube. And aside from that, you can find me here every 2 weeks until Otto dies or doesn't.
Yeah, until the 2 groups meet, and then it'll be weekly. But yeah, it'll be bi-weekly for a little bit. And speaking of bi-weekly, I will see you then as well, Susie.
Yep. It was great segue. Nailed it.
Thank
Absolutely
you.
killed it.
I got most of the bad ones out when we were doing our sound check,
Yeah.
Most of them.
Most of them.
Most of them.
Yeah, no, God, it was so great to be back doing Call of Cthulhu. Well, Dark Ages Cthulhu in our case. And everybody's characters are so lovely, and I love them all. Tolvi loves them all. So you're all under strict orders. Nothing bad can happen to any of you. It's the other group, okay?
Yeah.
It's the other group.
Bet.
Only good things will happen to this group.
Yeah. And I'm sure, the whole Völva ritual, including a big fucking spiral and an ominously placed boundary of fire, that's fine. And the Bifrost, and we'll just get Heimdall on the phone, and we'll be like, all right, mate, we just need you to borrow your bridge for a minute. Tar.
Yeah. I don't see what the big fuss is.
It's great. It's a great time.
She's got it all figured out.
Yeah. Personal highlights. Umik just being like, oh, for fuck's sake, all of that session just being like, please just fucking help. Just please help me. Benedict being the sweetest boy on the planet. Tanya, incredible. I love that woman. And I cannot wait for our little friendship to grow further. Lydia, Halfdis, creepy as fuck. Good job. Nailed it.
Thanks. I love the fact that you are also one of the people that can see me. I'm sure that will come in handy in the next session.
Yeah. Don't haunt me, please.
You guys have a whole week to prepare for Midsummer. I'm sure it'll be great.
Steve, Otto, I love that Tolvi and Otto had exchanged maybe 10 words before the whole sit down and arrange how you're going to get married conversation. And Otto just being like, so... Yeah, never had an arranged marriage before. Oh, actually, that's a lie. I have in Game of Thrones. Second arranged marriage. Hopefully this one will turn out better. But when I'm not here, I am all over the internet as Susanna Grace. You can find me on Blue Sky, Instagram, other places. My brain forgot social medias, but I stream on Fridays with Resident Evil at 2 p.m. Eastern over at Hello It's Me Bobby, which is my Twitch channel. So come join me for that.
Awesome.
Oh, sorry, and Mondays on Follow Black Cats for Fallout, where Lindy is definitely a really normal woman, and I'm just a sweet little vault girl who is just
You
trying
are
to
a sweet
survive.
little folk girl. I would never call Betty normal, though. But someone who I would call normal, or just call because they're cool, Umik.
Hey everybody, Pope here, Pope World Build on the internet over at Blue Sky and start playing games. First business, then pleasure. If you want to see more of this silly face, Sunday, if you're not over on Other Doc's channel watching that amazing premiere of their second season, 8 p.m. Eastern over on Praxagor Thesmophoria, we continue on with some Witcher from Kovir with Love. It is if you're familiar with Lindy's work, it is a bit 3 decades later after Rhodes Home. So come see the world that Brenna helped make and how it is all falling apart. 8 p.m. Eastern, and then same time, different day, Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern over on Praxagor Thesmophoria. Come see me slowly lose my mind as everyone keeps dominating it and removing memories for Down East Maine Vampire. It's a time, and my poor little Malkavian Warren is just having the worst day of it. So if you want to come see me absolutely just break down and lose it, we'd love to have you. And I feel so privileged being here with this amazing group of people. There's so much good to go around. Like Benedict having this determination of trying to go his own way but still save his community is going to break all of our hearts. Haftis being I am worried of the vengeful ghost that is among us. Like, I don't think the tax collectors have much to worry about, except there is a vengeful ghost among us. And so I'm looking forward to most likely Tom stepping in something and then all of a sudden having the worst haunting of that Scrooge's life.
That eyebrow's gonna suffer.
Yeah. Oh my God, Tanya.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Umik.
That scene at the grave literally had me in tears.
Oh, I'm so sorry to make you cry so early on.
Made me cry too. I was like, oh.
It's an important thing to feel emotions. You should be moved to tears at least once a day. And thank you for my once a day.
You are welcome.
That was absolutely amazing. Steve, I am so curious about Otto's past. I have a feeling that is going to come barreling ahead and bite more than just Otto in the behind when it does all come crashing down. And Susie, thank you so much for being my little sister and letting me just wreak absolute havoc as only an older brother can. I look forward to you giving me my comeuppance when it comes along. And Lindy, again, thank you so much for this amazing story that you've already started putting so much of your heart and soul into. I cannot wait to see where things go from here. And thank you all for being here. Our live VOD YouTube story is nothing without its audience. You're much part of this as we are. Please look after yourselves and one another. And I look forward to seeing you all very soon. And say hello to the kitty.
Yes, Tesla decided to grace us with her beautiful Parisians. So, my love for y'all is as follows. I'm just gonna whip around the same order. Benedict, oh my gosh, Benedict, just such a sweet boy. Just so sweet. I have such wonderful thoughts for every member of this group, but Benedict especially. I usually say Steve's my special boy in Call of Cthulhu, but right now it's you, Trooper. And it's because he's so sweet. You know, you gotta reward sweetness like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I can only be sweet because there are sweet people around me and who protect me from the bullying. So,
Yeah.
Lindy, the rest of the cast will protect me from the bullying, so just watch out.
I'm well aware. I'm just gonna do my duty as a GM and do what, what happens. The dice will tell the story. And speaking of dice telling a story, Haftis, oh my gosh, I loved how creepy she was. She was so good at just being like the mirroring, like yes, eating in sync and just hanging out, and I like her dropping eaves at strategic points and just having a lovely conversation with the Völva about things. Oh, she's also invited for the Seder domain ceremony tomorrow.
I love the fact that I can just pop up wherever I fucking want.
It's great. Yeah, you have a lot of freedom that you don't typically have with a corporeal form. It's gonna be lovely. Tanya, mom energy all the way, 100%. That was my favorite part. Thank you, Allison, for being here. Happy to have you and all of that mom energy on the stream. I can only imagine that the worse things get, the more fierce you will become, and I cannot wait to see it.
There's daughter.
There's daughter.
Mama bear.
Not a mama bear, Otto, but just the laid back, but also so good at boats. So good at fishing. You're like, I don't care that it's basically almost a monsoon. I got this. You sailed in like a badass. Just what a way to open the session today with you just sailing in epically, and then just being chill. Like, I don't know, is that what she doesn't seem to want to get hit? She's like, I mean, I'll sleep with the sheep. I can't wait to learn more about him. He's a quiet guy, and I can't wait to learn more. Poor Torvi, everyone was ganging up on her this session, and I kind of loved it. I cannot wait to see more of her, and I can't wait to see, she's a believer, and I really like that for her. You know what I'm saying? I love that. I love that for her. And Umik, just being tired, just being like, Mom's been heckling me about this. We gotta tell Torvi. It's been kept on wraps long enough. I guess we should try to make this happen. Probably just to get your mother off your back. I cannot believe also that we actually had an engagement in the first session of this group. Like, oh my gosh. I was like, I'm sitting here with imaginary popcorn being like, man, I really have to do anything as a GM. I'm just an occasional child or old woman. This is great. And then just eat popcorn, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, is it happening? It seems to be happening. Wow, I cannot wait to see what happens from here and how that hand fasting goes. It's going to be a very eventful midsummer. I can already tell. So thank you guys so much for watching. You'll find us here next week, but not with this group. We will go back to the tax collector group, as we will be bouncing back and forth until the two groups meet up. So thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, have fun and play games. Goodbye.